Yo, fears, audience, fears. You caught me. I was taking a napo because I'm tired, just a little bit tired. I know what'll fix that. Some L coffee. That glorious, glorious, glorious coffee. Anyway, shout out to the fans. Shout out to the loving and loyal fans. What's up? Anyway, guys, what a show I have for you today, my friends. Can't wait to hang out with the fans. Can't wait to chat. Can't wait to talk it up. Fears has been busy all day. Busy. Now, I will be honest. I do have a little bit of negative news to tell you. I mean, it's not like life-threatening or anything. But I just want to be, upfront and honest. My stomach was killing me last night. I don't know what happened. Right after the stream, I took a shower, and maybe those cranberries that I ate, maybe they were in my fridge for too long. Maybe they had fungus on them. I don't know what, but after I ate those cranberries, it didn't initially start hurting my stomach, because I've had those dry cranberries a million times, but I guess maybe they've been in my fridge too long. I didn't check. But they must have, because, oh my lord, my stomach was a Crohnsing. It was Crohnsing. So, what happened was I took a shower, and I started to watch a movie, and it just kept getting more painful, and more painful, and more painful, and more painful, and I threw up not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. And I was like, I'm not going into work. So, I'm being honest, I didn't go into work last night because my stomach was just killing me. But today, I feel we're back to 100%. We're back to 100%. It sucks that I had to miss work, but the occasional Crohn's flare-ups happen from time to time. So there's that. So I just wanted to be open and honest and tell you guys that I did not go to work yesterday. So I just texted the old bosso and was like, my stomach's killing me. And he was like, is it bad, Fears? And I'm like, yeah, to say the least. Yeah, so that's an understatement. So I had to stay home. But I feel a lot better. But today has been a very productive day. I'll be honest, I've been a little lazy. Fears has not done laundry in about a week or two. So I almost have all my laundry. I was just like, all right, I said I'm going to sleep, get rested. I woke up at I think maybe 10 in the morning, and I've been doing laundry since 10 in the morning to about 10 minutes ago when I set this stream up. And I'm still not done. I'm almost done. I have probably I would say maybe I have about 2 or 3 loads left. Maybe 2, maybe 3. But check this out. Check this out. Look at all that laundry. All that clean laundry right over there. So, and then I have all the hangers on the floor to hang up more clothes. So, yeah. So, it was a lot. I had to do a lot of laundry today. So, I just do not like doing laundry, So, like any typical man, I wait until the laundry is absolutely necessary, and then I banged it out. So, yeah. Now, that's most of my laundry done over there. Not all. Like I said, I probably have about maybe 2 or 3 loads left, which I'm going to do after dinner and after the stream. So, yeah. Anyway, so there's that. But yeah, I was not feeling good last night, so I didn't go into work. Those cranberries I ate must have been bad, or they must have been outdated. Because during the stream, I was fine, right? I was fine during the stream. We were laughing, we were cracking jokes, everything was going good. And then what happens? The stream gets done, I take a shower, I'm about to eat dinner, and then that's when the Crohns started a Crohnsin. And I was like, oh my god, I feel terrible. And like I said, I didn't puke once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. It was crazy. So, I stayed off of work. Like I said, I texted my boss, and he was like, is it bad fears? And I was like, oh yeah. And I said, that's putting it mildly, to say the least. I said, it's hurting like crazy. So, I just wanted to be open and honest with you guys. But like I said, it was a really productive day. My stomach feels way better. I had some lunch. I stayed in. It was so hot outside today. It was like 98. And I'm almost done with all my laundry. And I'm going to tell everybody, I've been a little lazy. I didn't do laundry for about a week or 2. And I just showed all my laundry. That is like 2 weeks worth of laundry. I still had clean clothes available in my closet, but it was getting quite low, and I was like, okay, it's time to do some laundry. So, anyway, welcome everybody. We got 2 people watching. What's up? For everybody watching out there, if you want to send Fears fan mail, I welcome the fan mail. I cannot wait to hear from my loving and loyal fans. So please send your fan mail to this address. If you can't write it down real quick, not to worry, it's in the description of every single vlog and every single live stream. Ba-bum-bum, there it is. So, there we are. Also, the super chats are on if you'd like to donate. You don't have to donate, but if you'd like to donate, they're there, and that's what it's used for. All right, today's topics, let me get my booklet out, ready to go. Today's topics, we've got a mini nerd haul. We've got 2 top 10s. I thought yesterday we did the top 10 sci-fi movie props. I thought let's do the top 10 Indiana Jones props. That's going to be a little harder because there's some iconic props and then there's some little ones embedded in the film. So I shall do my very best. So yeah. And then I also wanted to touch on, I have a hard time expressing myself. So that's why I labeled the topic Expressing You. You should express yourself. I should express myself. And sometimes it's easy for me to express myself. Sometimes it's not. I wanted to touch on that. So I'm going to save that for the very last. And then, like I said, we're going to do a mini nerd haul. And then, before Jackass came out, there was the Tom Green show that was kind of like Jackass. He would do like skits and funny things on his show. And I loved his skits. Now, some of them I didn't like. Some of them I thought were too insane. But I'm going to pick my top 10 Tom Green skits. If you don't know what the Tom Green show is, Google it, because I know I'm a little bit older than some of my audience, so check it out. So there it is. Well, I think we should start off with a bang. Let's do the mini nerd haul. I bought this the other day before I got sick. So I bought this yesterday. So I went to the store before the stream yesterday. So, ba-bum-bum, there it is. So check this out. Bam! It's 3D movie art, Friday the 13th, Part 3. Let's see what this is. There we are. Oh, wow. Oh, wait. Does it come out? Oh, wait, there we are. Look at that. I don't know if you keep it in this box or... Oh, wait, there we go. Wow. It kind of looks like a VHS tape. And the reason why I got Friday the 13th Part 3 is it's one of my favorite Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th movies. So I guess you could keep it in this little box. Or you can just have it like that. And so you can hang it up on the wall with the hanger, which I probably will do. Or you could just, you know, put it like that. So yeah. And he kills somebody in the shower, but it's got the blade coming out. Look at that. That's pretty sweet. A new dimension in terror. I like it. I like it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. So, there's that. Wow. I do have one of these back in Missouri. If you guys remember, I have the Jaws one from back in Missouri. So, yeah. So, check that out. That's pretty neat. But most likely I'll hang it on the wall because I think that would look cool on the wall. I just got to find a spot for it. Where should I put it? Where should I put it on the wall? I don't know. I Am Hawk says, Yo, Fears, what's up? What's up? Hawk, where do you think I should put this in my apartment? Should I put it in the kitchen somewhere? Should I put it in this room? Should I put it in the living room? Should I put it in my bedroom somewhere? Where should I call it? Let's see. Been missing ya. Work's always got me scheduled when you're on. I barely catch you while on break. Well, that's okay. I understand. Work is very important. So, yes, let work be first. We're doing a mini nerd haul. This is the first thing I got. So, yeah. So, I'm just going to put this back in here. So, let's see if I can get it back in here. I'm not going to put this in my bathroom, I Am Hawk. Let's see if I can get it back in there. There we are. I must say the box is very nice. So you could even just leave it in the box. You know, if I'm being honest, you could just leave it in the box. I mean, it looks cool in the box, and it looks good out of the box. So I may just keep the box, you know, because the box is pretty cool. That's what it looks like on the back. So, yeah. I need to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. But just go ahead and study Friday the 13th, Part 3. I shall return. I need to use the restroom. There we are. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I started the show, and then I had to use the restroom. So, anyway. Welcome back, everybody. So, let's see. Out of the box, in the kitchen, on a medium-high shelf. That would be cool. Or, like, above the microwave with all my other nerdy stuff. That'd be sweet. So, yeah. Anyway, shout out to the 5 people watching. Welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I had to use the restroom, so we're doing a mini nerd haul right now. the first thing I got for everyone tuning in, I got a 3D movie poster of Friday the 13th Part 3. That's what it looks like. It looks really cool. Very well designed, well crafted. I like it. So, there's that. And then the second thing I got was a mini Ghostbuster trap. Let's open this up and check it out. You guys know me, I love my Ghostbusters. Oh, very cool. Oh, and it's heavy too. Oh, they give you a sticker book too. That's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Well, some of these stickers will be going on the coffee pot. Oh, wow. These are awesome. Nice. Well, that's kind of a cool, like, extra gem that you get, you know. So, yeah. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty sweet. That's very, 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 very cool. I like it. I absolutely like it. Ghostbuster sticker book. Right there. And then let's look at this. Oh, wow. I wonder if this lights up. I have no idea if it lights up, actually, so we'll see. Does it open? Oh, it does open. That's very cool. Oh, wow. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Right there. I don't know how you turn it on. Oh, there it is. Oh! That's cool! Look at that! That's awesome! Well, even though it's a tiny one, it is a movie prop. So this is going to be going on the movie prop shelf. That's awesome, my friends. I don't know how you get it to stop blinking. Oh, you have to turn it off. Look at that. So here, I'll show you the full effect. So in the box you get the instructions. This is what the box looks like. So there we are. So this is what the box looks like. Front, back, side. And then you get a sticker book. So you get the sticker book, the ghost trap, that's pretty awesome. And then you go like this. That's so cool. And then you get the instruction manual. Very cool. I love it. I like it. All you ghosts out there. Pretty cool. I like it. It's got little wheels. Let's turn it off. There we go. I like it. So now I've got two. I've got a mini Ghostbuster trap, and then I got a big Ghostbuster trap, a big one. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Well, for the rest of the stream, I'm going to put this Ghostbuster trap right here. Well, hang on. I'll put it over here. Right there. So the Ghostbuster trap's going to be with us. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Now, this was a surprise. I had no idea that you got a sticker book with it. So, yeah. There's that. And then next. Booyah! It looks like a cereal box, but it is not a cereal box. There's a t-shirt inside. And this is the logo from Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. So, yeah. Anyway. Let's have a look, shall we? Very cool. Oh, wow. Check it out. Pretty cool. Pretty sweet. Oh, wow. Nice. Well, I'm definitely taking this on my vacation, I gotta say. It's pretty awesome. I love it! I love it. I love it. When is there ever enough Ghostbuster stuff? The answer is never! There's never enough Ghostbuster stuff. Booyah! I like it. I may wear this on tomorrow's show. If not tomorrow, maybe sometime next week. So, yeah. I like it. I like it. Pretty sweet. Awesome. So far we have this. We've got a Ghostbuster sticker book. Look at all these wonderful stickers. That one. These. There we go. I like them. Slimer. There we are. And check this out. A mini Ghostbuster trap. Look at this. I'm sucking all the internet trolls in my Ghostbuster trap. And I'm closing it. They're all in here. They're all in here. I love that. It's very cool that they took an iconic movie prop and miniaturized it. It's pretty sweet. All right. There it is. So just a quick mini nerd haul. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm impressed here, people. So it came with a shirt. It came with a sticker book. It came with a ghost trap. And then I also got some 3D artwork. Oh yeah. So yeah. I like it. I like it. Pretty awesome. Pretty sweet, my friends. Let me know what you thought of the Ghostbuster trap. I mean, it is quite iconic. It's quite awesome. I also uploaded 2 videos last night, and I'm going to talk about them towards the end of the show. But if you haven't checked out my 2 new videos, I have a new video up on FearsMan26. I made a parody video about my parody video, and then I made a parody vlog for the vlog channel. Also, a troll tried to expose me, and I just thought the more mature thing to do would be to expose myself. So instead of them exposing me, I made a little video, kind of like a addressing their bullshit type of vlog, and somebody had brought up something about my past, and I said, well, if you really want to hear the story, I'll just expose myself, and I'll just make a video, and I'll talk about it. So I took their negative video and turned it into a good video. But in the end, it wasn't their video to begin with because they stole the content off my channel. So, in the end, it was mine. So at least I got another vlog out of it. I got some more content out of it. So, thanks. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. Anyway, but I will get into them. But if you haven't seen them, be sure to check it out. Be sure to leave a comment. All right. Here we go. Time for a top 10 list. New booklet for the top 10s and all my other notes. The first one we did in the book was top 10 sci-fi props. Then we did the top 10 Hawaiian shirts yesterday. Then I wrote down new movie props to buy. So I'm going to start the new top 10 list right here because whenever I want to add a new prop, I'm going to write them right here. So yeah. Hawk says, you know what, Fears? Toilets are lame. Oh, I'm sorry. I misread that. I thought you said toilets are lame. Excuse me. I misread it. Trolls are lame. This is very true. Very, 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 very true. Hit the like button. Well, thanks, buddy. Thanks for hitting that like button. I agree. Take charge like I am Hawk and be sure to hit that like button. Anyway, give me 1 second. Somebody, my friend sent me something and I just have to look at it real quick. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. But I hope you guys enjoyed the Nerd Haul. Give me 2 seconds. I just need to check something out. So, it's been a very busy day. I've been doing laundry all day. All day. For a couple reasons. One, whenever I go on my trip, I usually plan way ahead. So I'm going to pre-pack my luggage, so then the day of, I don't have to, you know, or the night before, you know. So anyway, my friend sent me something, so I just want to look at something real quick. So just give me 1 second here. So yeah. Oh, I'm a little tired. Oh my God. Lord. All right. Hawk says, you know what, Fears? It's time to boycott those toilets. Well, I wouldn't boycott a toilet because what if you need to use the restroom? If you boycott the toilets, you know, that wouldn't be good. So I say yes to toilets. They're kind of a necessity. So give me 1 second here. All right, there we are. That's just that's my 2 cents. That is my 2 cents on it, Hawk. But because I would say toilets are a necessity. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop the show. I had to send something to my friend. I'm anti-big toilet. Well, then how do you use the restroom? I mean, you kind of need a toilet, you know? I'm not making fun of you, not judging you. I'm just saying you kind of need a toilet, you know? I use toilets all the time. Why in the hell does this thing keep sticking? I go to grab my coffee to drink it, and this thing... By the way, someone made me this at a convention. It's a coaster, but it's made out of thick plastic, and then they put I don't recall what this thing is. Whatever that sparkly stuff is. I don't remember what it's. I'm having a brain fart. I don't remember what that sparkly stuff is. But my friend made this and said, "Hey, Fears, would you show this on your channel and would you use it?" And I was like, "If it's Ghostbuster, I'm using it." So I'm using it. So anyway. So yeah, let's see. 2 words, Fears. Squatty Potty. Squatty Potty. That just sounds weird. Squatty Potty. I'm not making fun of you, Hawk. Fears is a man, and I just use a man's toilet. I'm just saying. Squatty Potty sounds like something that a 5-year-old would use. I'm just saying. I'm not judging, though. Yo, Geodudes, what's up? Geodudes, I just want to say something. It's all positive, nothing negative. Your Walmarts with their nerdage is better. I saw that you posted it on your Instagram. I hope you don't mind me saying that. Dude, the stuff that was at your... I'm not going to say what Walmart you went to because I don't want trolls following you. It had so much, not only nerdage, but it had like horror movie stuff, and it had like figures, and it had movies, and it had like little, whatever those soft, cushy things, whatever the hell it is. There was so much shit at your Walmart. My Walmart, they do have cool stuff, but it takes them forever to restock the shelves. You'll go like a month or two, and it's the same old boring shit. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you know, Michael Myers, Scream, Chainsaw Massacre, yeah, we get it. I'm like, when is there going to be some new shit? And then finally, yesterday when I went, they had some new shit. So Jason, I'm going to show you what I got. Miniature Ghostbuster sticker booklet. Look at this. Bam. And you guys know I love me some Ghostbuster. Bam. Bam. Jason, check this out. Ba-bum-bum. 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 Dude, it's a movie prop, but miniaturized. Now Fears has got 2. Oh, before I go to bed tonight, this little movie prop is going on the movie prop shelf. It's miniaturized, so I've got a big one. The big one is up there. You can see it. You see it right up there? It's on this right-hand side, way up there. So the big Ghostbuster trap is up there. So the big Ghostbuster trap is up there. The little one will be on the movie prop shelf, the black shelf that I have over there. Jason, check this out. Where's the button? Oh, there it is. So it starts like that. And then... That is awesome. All my internet trolls are going in this little box. Not Ghostbusters, it's Trollbusters. There it is. They're trapped in here. They're never coming out. So, yeah. So, as soon as I saw this, I was like, ooh, I need that. Then I got this, Jason. A new dimension in collecting 3D VHS Culture, and it's built by Culture Fly. Friday the 13th, Part 3, one of my favorite. It's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorite Jason Voorhees movies, Friday the 13th. A New Dimension Terror. It's 3D. It's a 3D poster. Friday the 13th, Part 3D. That's right. Oh, yeah. Isn't that cool, Jason? I found some gems, man. I found some gems. And then the last gem I found, at first I thought it was like a box of cereal, but no, it has a t-shirt in it. So I got that. Anyway. So there we are. Let's see. Hawk says, toilets are too tall. Not really for me, because I'm 5'6", so they're actually perfect. They're perfect height and size for me. I got to have beers with one at a baseball game. Oh, I'm sorry, I misread. Excuse me. I'm tired. They cut off the circulation to your legs. I embrace the trolls. I got to have beers with one at a baseball game. Well, that's not true. That's not true, Jason. Because I don't classify the dude as a troll. The dude has actually gave me a lot of solid advice. He likes to tease people, but I wouldn't classify him as a troll. So I would say you had beers at a baseball game with a friend. I wouldn't classify the dude as a troll. I used to, but not anymore. Not anymore. That's because most the Walmarts just have had a reset of their displays with the horror sections. That may be true for yours, Jason. My Walmart is so... I go to 2 Walmarts, and each of those 2 Walmarts I go, they are so fucking lazy. They don't do a new display each month. They do a new display every 6 months. So I guarantee you, we will not get any new shit or any new movies for about 5 or 6 months. I shit you not. Yeah, they may have 1 or 2 tiny little changes, but this was like I went there yesterday, it was a big, and I went, oh my god, finally, new movies, new movie props, new nerdy t-shirts, new everything. And the guy's like, yeah, he goes, we didn't do a new setup for like 4 or 5 months, and I'm like, yeah, I can tell. I'm like, it's the same, and I looked at him and I said, as nicely as I could, Jason, I'm just very blunt, but I didn't want to like irritate the guy. I said, you guys haven't had a new setup in like 4 or 5 months. I said, I know. I said, I do a lot of nerdy hauls. I said, I'm a collector. And he goes, yeah. He goes, I wish we could do a new setup like every 2 to 3 weeks or every month, but they don't let us do that. And so I said, oh, okay. I said, if you want more traction in your store, I said, I would do a new display setup every month. I said, if I was a manager, that's what I would do. But I said, I'm not a manager. I don't work at Walmart. So I said, I will leave it in your capable hands. So, yeah. So, Hawk says, I'll go check out mine out later. I need toilet paper. I never typed the word toilet this much. I know. You've been talking about toilets a lot, Hawk. So, obsessed much? I'm just joking. Hey, man, do you? If you like toilets, fucking toilet it up, my friend. Toilet it up. Let's see. I have one of those, but it's a book end version that goes between movies on the shelf. Oh, nice! I got the Jurassic Park one, but they also made it... but they also... Okay, and Child's Play. Nice. Well, that's... now I have 2, Jason. I've got... If you guys remember, if you're a long-time watcher, this is the newest one I have. Right here. And then back in the day, I found a 3D movie poster printout of Jaws. Do you remember that one, Jason? I used to have it not on my wall, but in my... When I lived in the mansion, I had my desk that would sit behind me, and I had all my Ghostbusters shit behind me in the videos. To the right, I have my dresser drawer with my socks and my underwear and my undershirts and shit like that. And on top of the dresser, I had the 3D poster of Jaws. Dun 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 dun. And I found it at like Goodwill for like, oh god, I don't know, $3-4, and I was like, that's coming home with me. That's going in my room. It's happening. It's a must. So there it is. But I will have to check out and find the. I mean, they sound both great. I love Jurassic Park. I love Child's Play movies. Chucky, motherfucker. You have to get in that Walmart and split on that thing. Yeah, pretty much. What's up, Walter? He says, this old guy I used to work with would always say to someone who said, I shit you not, he'd say, I wouldn't shit you. You're my favorite turd. Right on. I do say that a lot. I shit you not. But yeah, that's funny, Walter. That is funny, my friend. That's funny. So yeah, I hadn't done, and I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a nerd haul. I've been saving my money for my Missouri trip, and then I don't know where I'm going to go to get away, because I definitely need a vacation. Randall was like, well, Fears, maybe you don't need a second vacation. You know, he goes, you're going to be there not 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks in Missouri. He said, that may be enough of a vacation. I said, yeah, maybe, Randall. I said, I'm not going to do too many streams, I think, while I'm on vacation. I said, I may do maybe 1 or 2 or 3, here and there, just to keep in touch with everybody and tell you guys what I've been doing. But I said, I'm going to rest and have fun with my friends and have fun with my family and go visit my dad and go visit my grandma that passed away and get them some flowers and drink a couple hundred beers with my best friend Eric. And Eric, you think I'm good at grilling steaks and hot dogs and hamburgers? I learned from the master. 2 masters. There's 2 masters in my world at grilling. Of course, my dad. My dad taught me how to grill. And then my buddy Eric. Eric, he can make a mean grilled hamburger, grilled steak, hot dogs, chicken breasts, whatever he throws on the grill turns into culinary magic, my friends. It's good eats. So he texted me the other day and said, hey, Fears, are you ready to drink a couple... He keeps switching it up, Geo, dude. He's like, first it was a couple hundred beers. Now it's a couple thousand beers. I'm like, Eric, he's going nuts. He's like, Fears, I miss you, man. I haven't seen you in forever. I'm like, yeah, I miss you too. I'm like, but enough with this beer chatter. And he's like, what do you mean, Fears? I'm like, I know, we're going to drink beer. And he's like, well, how many beers? I'm like, a lot. I'm like, as many beers as you got in the fridge, we'll drink them. And he's like, I just missed you, Fears. We got to hang out. I'm like, we'll hang out, buddy. I'm like, I promise you, we'll hang out. Because me and Eric don't get to hang out as much. We text and we talk on the phone and stuff, but I am looking forward to hanging out with my buddy. So I think he's just excited. So I'm like, hell yeah. My buddy Tom got married. He didn't do a real big fancy wedding. I forgot to tell you guys about that. I did talk to my friend Tom and said, hey, buddy, here in a few, I'm gonna be in Missouri. And he's like, hey, man, he goes, you know me and my girlfriend? I said, yeah. And he goes, well, now, he goes, I proposed to her. And I said, well, yeah. I said, I remember that you proposed quite a while ago. And he's like, yeah, I just think I forgot to tell you, Fears. I said, no. I said, you told me. I said, and then a week or 2 later, Eric called me and texted me and told me the news. So I said, I heard it from you and I heard it from Eric. And he was like, oh, he goes, okay, I guess I forgot. Or he said something like that. And then I said, right on. Right on. And then he said, yeah, he goes, we're going to get married. And I said, big wedding? I said, am I invited? He goes, no, Fears. He goes, me and my fiance, he goes, we don't like all the hustle and bustle, and we didn't want to spend thousands of dollars in a church and stuff. And I said, oh, I said, so you're going to elope? And he goes, yep, Fears, we're going to elope. He goes, even Eric's not coming. And I was like, I said, so who is coming? He said, me, my wife's mom and dad, and then my mom and dad. And I said, all right, that sounds simple enough. And he goes, yeah, he goes, we just didn't want to do a big wedding. Now, Eric and his wife, my best buddy, their wedding was massive. I was his best man. Eric couldn't pick between me and Tommy, so me and Tommy both held the ring. And he was like, Fears, do you mind sharing the best man duties with Tom? And I was like, well, actually, I think Tom should have it. I said, you've known Tom longer than me. He goes, yeah, but Fears. He goes, I love you like a brother. I love Tom like a brother. I was like, I'm honored if you want to share it. I said, as long as I'm in your wedding, buddy, I'm like, that's cool. I said, I don't care. I said, it's your wedding, whatever you want to do. I said, whatever is easier for you. So I got to share the best man duties, which was awesome. His wedding was phenomenal. Lots of cake, lots of food, lots of booze, lots of sexy ladies, except for Carrie. No offense, Carrie, but that's one thing I wish I could erase from my mind. I don't know whose genius idea it was for... I just get a cold shiver running down my back. The things me and Carrie did at that wedding. Whew. I danced with Carrie, and then the garter was in my teeth. Oh, man. There was a lot going on that night. Anyway, so yeah. Let's continue on. Let's see. Yo, Visions, what's up? Visions is rocking the Halloween pumpkin. Oh, yeah, buddy. Right here. An old classic. Bam! This is an exclusive Visions, Lord Visions shirt. Actually, exclusive's not the right word, buddy. It's for sale. An exclusive one would be like limited edition, like the anime bullshit t-shirt, which, by the way, I may have to commission a new one because Fears is trying to lose weight, and I've gained a little weight, just a little bit. I'm just joking. I've gained a lot, but I'm trying to get it off. I'm eating healthier. I may need a new anime bullshit t-shirt, but I've got enough shirts for right now, so it'll be later on, either next year or at the end of this year when I do that commission. So yeah. So what's up, dude? But yeah, I haven't worn a Lord Visions shirt in quite a while, and there's a reason for that. Fears has been lazy for like the last 2 weeks, and I'm like every typical guy. I fucking hate doing laundry. I cannot stand cleaning and laundry, but of course I do clean my apartment because I'm not an animal. I don't want to live in fucking garbage and filth and all that crap. That's why I always find it funny when, like, Crackpot is like, Fears is a hoarder. He hoards everything. You know, the trash can is filled up. Yeah, every once in a while the trash can gets filled up because it's a fucking trash can. And once you're done with stuff, you throw it away. And then when I go off to work, you know, but eventually I take my trash out. So I'm not hoarding. And then he's like, there's hangers everywhere and there's garbage. I'm like, not really. The only time there's hangers everywhere is if I'm doing laundry. I take all the hangers out of my closet, and it's easier just to put all the hangers on the floor or on the couch. And then I take my laundry basket. Once it's washed and dried, I put it in the basket, bring it out here, fold all the clothes, iron everything, put them on hangers, blah, 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 blah. And then I take all of them and I put them back into the closet. My apartment's pretty much clean as a pin. Clean as a pin. So yeah. And if you think I'm kidding, I've been very productive. So I'm like any man. We wait until the very last waking moment. And I was like, okay, I've only got like 30 shirts left. It was about 20 or 30 shirts left in my closet that were actually clean. And I was like, Fears, get off your fucking ass and do some laundry. So I've been doing laundry from about 10 to about 10 minutes ago, after, or 10 minutes before I started the stream. I'm still not done. I'm almost done. I've got about maybe 2 or 3 loads left. So if you think I'm kidding, look at all this laundry that I've been doing. Look at that. All that laundry, all that's done right there. So once I get it all done, I'm going to bring my suitcase out and pre-pack my suitcase for my trip here in a few. And then the rest of it is going to go, in my bedroom, in the closet, and in the drawers. And I'm not lying, there's all the hangers. So there we are. So once I clean it all up, well, yeah, but I don't classify myself as a hoarder, as Crackpot says. Pretty much everything is clean, neat, symmetrical, and that's how I like it because I don't like to live in filth. I don't think anyone likes to live in filth. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. People that are hoarders like to live in filth. and they keep everything. Do I keep old crusty newspapers? No. Once I read the newspaper, I'm like, all right, that was interesting, and I throw it away. Hoarders, they even keep like let's say you like make a frozen pizza, they'll keep the plastic and they'll keep like the pizza dish that came in. I don't keep any of that crap. Once I eat and all the trash, like if I have a microwave dinner, I take it out of the box, I microwave it up, I eat it, I take the box, I throw it away in the fucking bin. That was a British word. British people call the trash receptacle the trash bin. But they don't even, they just eliminate trash. Any of my British family, I'm going to go throw it in the bin. That's just how they do it. So every once in a while, my British words come out. Anyway, let's see. Where did I leave off? Walter says, check out the Keys, man. It's beautiful down there. And a lot of hotties. I thought about that, Walter. I just don't know where to go on my second vacation. But my brother said, hey, man, my brother said it. My buddy Michael Boer said it. Even Eric said, well, Fears, you're going to be here almost 2 weeks. And then Eric was like, is it 2 weeks, Fears? I said, no. I said, it's not 2 weeks. I said, it's almost 2 weeks. I said, it's like a week and like 4 or 5 days. So a couple days, I said, it's almost 2 weeks. I said, my hilarious boss, I wanted to take like 3 weeks off. And my boss was like, oh, yeah, that's not happening, Fears. And I was like, well, shit. And he goes, Fears, I like you. And he's like, but you can't take 3 weeks off. And I was like, all right, okay. But he's like, you can take almost 2 weeks off if you want. So I said, all right. So yeah. But I've got a lot of vacation saved up. So I'm going to take some of it here. But Eric was basically saying, he goes, well, Fears, if it was a week and like 4 or 5 days, it's like a long visit. And I said, it is. I said, the last time I came to visit was for something terrible, Grandma's funeral. So I said, one, thank God it's for something good this time. I'm hanging out with the family. I'm hanging out with the bros. Hopefully my bowling score is better this time around. My last bowling score, people in the Discord give me so much shit. I got like 40 or 50. I erased it from my memory because I know I'm better than that. I was just having an off day. But they never will let me hear the fucking end of it. It's great. I love it. Anyway, so hopefully, the best bowler, though, in our group, Jonathan. Jonathan always gets anywhere from 190 to anywhere from 100 to 260. Jonathan is so good. I have never gotten that high. The highest I've ever got, in my prime, when I was like 18, 19, 17, all that, the best ever, it was me, Trent, Eric, Tom, I think Jesse was there, Eric's girlfriend, my girlfriend at the time, I think Jesse's girlfriend. We all went bowling. The highest one I've ever done is 160. So I don't care how long it takes. Fears is fucking determined to get over 160. I don't even care if it's 161. It has to happen. I don't know if it will happen, but I always try. Anyway. But, yeah. I have been to the Keys, Walter, the Florida Keys. I think that's what you're referring to. I've been to the Florida Keys twice, and both times were with my parents. We checked out Miami, and then we checked out the Florida Keys, and then I was like 15 or 16 at the time, and there's a picture of me, my dad, my mom, and my brother, and I don't know who took the photo. Maybe my grandma took the photo because she was with us, or somebody else, some random person. We stood on that little monument that says 90 miles from Cuba. So, I've been there. It's been a long time, though. It's been a long time since I've been. So, yeah. Anyway. Are pens pretty clean? Yeah, I've got them organized. You want to see my pen collection, Walter? Over the years, Fears has collected a lot of pens. But I write so much stuff. As soon as this goes, I throw it away and I grab another pen. So I will never, ever run out of pens, my friends, because when you go to conventions, they have free things all the time on people's tables. That's why I have a shitload of stickers. They're like, hey, you want a free sticker? And I'm like, I'll take a free sticker. You know, and you guys should know by now. Fears loves free. Free, free, free. You want a free pen? I'll take a free pen. I think anyone does, you know. So I've never had to buy pens ever in my life. Look at this. I'll show you. I'll show you. So yeah. But I have been busy today. Everything's neat, organized. I got all my socks, and I organized my shoes. These are some of my shoes that I may take on my trip. I reorganized my my nerdage. I keep moving things around. Fears Man. Bond. Vader. Psycho Michael Myers. More Psycho Michael Myers. And then my hero that inspired Fears Man. Not just any Superman, but fucking Christopher Lee. I'm sorry that you passed away, buddy. You were the fucking man. You're fucking Superman. You're Kal-El. You're the fucking Man of Steel. You are the fucking man, dude. And then I put my Superman patch. I just kind of embedded it into the frame, and it's right there. So there it is. Oh, and then the next person that has to live in this apartment, this sticker will forever be subscribe to Fearsman26 on YouTube. And then they'll open it up, and they have to, like, do all the little things. And then when they close it, you know, they'll see Fearsman26 right there. But, Walter, look at all my pens. I've got blue pens, so I have them all organized. Oh, hang on. There's a white one. So here's more of Fears' OCD. All the blue pens in the blue cup, all the whites in the white, the miscellaneous ones, and then all the black ones. There it is. I just finished this off a few weeks ago, so I put water in it. I put there. So the Crystal Skull, I've got one there. I've got one over there. I still need to put this crap away, so I apologize. I've been cleaning my apartment, so it's pretty clean. Let's see, what else is new? Oh, I'm saving all my liquid death cans for the ultimate can crush. The ultimate can crush. Hopefully somebody out there will make a meme video because I loved it. I crushed. I think it was Dan Aykroyd that made me a video. I crushed like 32 cans or some shit. Don't quote me on the number. It was something like that. And I've used that in a vlog. It was like, cans! And I was going nuts. So I'm going to save all my liquid death cans and just fucking just go ballistic and just crush it up. I've added more magnets. This is the newest magnet. Right here. A lot of my horror movie ones. This is one of my favorite. I bought this off of Etsy. Some guy makes, I guess it's like I guess the best way to describe it is Ghostbuster meme stickers and magnets. So I bought that, and I was like, well, I like Ghostbusters, and I like donuts. Donuts are not good for you, so I haven't ate a donut in a long time, but on the occasion when I do eat a donut, they're good. So yeah. So, we're getting there. And then everything's organized in here by color. All the red, all the pink, all the blue, miscellaneous. I'm running out of room, so I put a lot of my Halloween shit up there. So, it needs more closet space. So, I'm running out of room on the old coffee pot. And some of these I need to change, like this Blockbuster one is coming off. Hopefully you can see it. I need to take that off. I'm getting rid of these. I'm taking these to the Goodwill. So out with the old, in with the new. So again, I'm not hoarding. These are old. I've washed them. I'm getting rid of them. And I bought new stuff. Because my favorite color is black. So out with the old, in with the new. I added some more shit up there. I'm going to take those frames down and eventually put them on the wall somewhere. There's the Predator up there. So we're adding shit. I'll do another little tour for you guys. I just want to prepare you for my bedroom. I have been doing laundry all day, so it doesn't always look like this because I've got hangers and I've got clothes. I'm doing all my washing today, so I'm almost done with all my washing. Like I said, I've got one load there, one load there, one load there, and then I'm going to put all these back in here. So we're almost done. So here's all the DVDs. So I took all the DVDs off of the other shelf, and I put all the DVDs here. And so once I get them on Blu-ray, I'll just take them off the shelf, and I'll take the DVDs to the Goodwill, or I'll give them to Randall. And there we are. And then I'll fill this up with Blu-rays and 4Ks. So there we are. Let's see. You guys have already seen these. Oh! I bought this at Goodwill Visions. This one was pretty cool. I love movies. Anything to do with movies. You guys know that. I found this painting, and Joey got to see it because I hung it up a day before Joey got here. But I don't think I've shown you guys because I hardly go in this room. The only time I go in my bedroom is to sleep. So I hung that up about a month or two ago when Joey was here. So I love that art. It says movies over here, admission, 2 tickets, film. And I was like, somebody's throwing away this great artwork. And I was like, I don't think so. No one's going to throw away that fucking art on Fears' dime. I said, how much do you want for it? They said 10. I'm like, I'm thinking 5. And they're like, yeah, all right, we'll do 5. So I got it for $5. Awesome. So those are all the new updates. But normally, there's not clothes all over the place. Again, I just got sick and tired. I had about 30 shirts left in my closet. And like any typical man, we wait until the very last waking moment. And I was like, I fucking hate laundry. I fucking hate doing laundry. I hate cleaning, but they're 2 necessities. You have to clean so you're not a fucking scumbag. And then you have to have clean clothes to live because I'm not going to wear the same clothes for like a week straight, you know? That's just not me. So I wait till the very last waking moment. I said, well, it's been 2 weeks, Fears. Get off your ass and do all your laundry today. So by the end of the day, before I go to work, all of it will be done. All of it. So I just wanted to show you all the updates. So there we are. I'm always rearranging. I'm always organizing. I'm always, let me plug in my computer so it doesn't die. Anyway, let me catch up with the chat, and then we'll do the next top 10 list. So there you are, Walter. Let's see. Geodude says, I embrace the laundry. I get rights to the TV if I do it. What does that mean, Geodudes? It's your TV. Wouldn't you have the right to watch it anyway? Right? You know? I don't understand what you mean. Like, if I was married, it's your TV, right? Or it's you and Amy's TV. Wouldn't you just watch it anyway? It wouldn't matter if you did the laundry or not. You'd be like, well, it's my TV. I'm going to watch it, you know, because I want to, you know. I don't know what you mean by that. Anyway. Vision says, is the Crystal Skull vodka bottle count as a food wrapper? I wouldn't count that as a food wrapper, Visions. Because it's such a cool liquor bottle, I'd say that's the only thing I keep, you know, once I'm done. Any food product, once I'm done with it, the box, I throw it away. So that's why I was like, Crackpot is just trying to say that to annoy me and to hurt my feelings. It doesn't, because I'm like, I know for a fact I'm not a hoarder. I'm like, my apartment's very, very, very clean. But because the Crystal Skull vodka is such a cool, unique bottle, I was like, well, I got to keep that, you know. But again, I'm going to try to collect all the bottles and have all the bottles at least once. Now, if I go to the store and get another original clear crystal one, well, I'd throw that one away because I already have a clear crystal bottle. So I haven't collected all the bottles yet, but eventually I will get them all. Vision says, I wish, Geodudes. She gives me the yuck awe. I guess I've never had to deal with this because I'm not married and I haven't had a girlfriend in a long time. So you're telling me, Visions, that you don't have the rights to your television and Geodudes doesn't have the right to your televisions? If it was me, I'm like, hey, babe, what do you want to watch? And then you just, you make an equal decision. Or you take turns. But she always gets the rights to the TV? That's not good, buddy. Going to step inside of a thrift store. Nice! Get some cool thrifts. Get some cool stuff at the thrift store. I don't know what Jason means though. I embrace the laundry. I get rights to the TV if I do it. So you're telling me that Amy usually has the rights to the TV, but if you do the laundry, then she will let you decide what you guys watch. I mean, I guess it's a good trade-off. I guess that's what you're trying to say, Geodudes. I guess it's a good trade-off. Yeah. Yo, Carmine, he says, bung to the chung, to the fung, to the... Oh, a new one. The wung. Woo! Good impression, Carmine. 9 out of 10. I like it. I like it. Well, that's cool, buddy. That's awesome. Well, hey, Geodudes, whatever, I guess in the end, whatever makes the wife the happiest, But me, if I was married, I'd be like, babe, we got to come up with an equal way to share the television, Because I love me some television, I love me some movies. So, whoever I marry, I'd be like, we got to come up with a plan. So, yeah. Well, yeah. In the end, Walter, I figured it out. At first, I didn't know what he meant. Now I know what he means. But at first, I didn't know what he meant because I've been a single bachelor for a lot of my life, So I had to think. I'm like, what does he mean? And I was like, okay, I know what he means. So it took me a minute. It took me a second. But yeah, I know what he means now. All right. Well, I would think that's a cool trade-off, Geodudes. Do a little long. But me being a single guy, I just fucking hate cleaning and I hate laundry. I do it because, one, I don't want to live in filth and I don't want my apartment to get crappy. And two, I like to wear clean clothes. So, yeah. But I usually wait a week or two and then I'm like, fuck, I gotta do it. So what I'm saying is I put off the laundry until it's absolutely necessary. Because I only had 20 or 30 clean shirts left in my closet. And I was like, all right, it's time to do some laundry. All right, here we go. So, top 10 Indiana Jones props. Feel free to put your guys' favorite top 10 Indiana Jones props in the description. So, let me write it down. So, top 10 Indy movie props. I do like this bigger book. You get and I'm going to keep it. So I'm putting all my notes in it. I'm putting all my top 10. So at the end of the year, we can look back and be like, how many top 10s did we do? What type of top 10s we do? Then, if I'm not sure if we did it already, I can refer myself to the book. And then after we do a stream on the book, then I'll throw it away. All right, here we go. So number 1. Well, number 1, I would say, is the iconic Indiana Jones hat. So Indy's hat. Indy's hat. Walter says, how long have you been single? Well, you know the answer to that, Walter. After Christmas, it'll be 6 years that I've been single. Because I dated Casey in 2019, so 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. And then after Christmas, it'll be 6 years. A long time, my friend. I need to find a babe. I don't care what babe. I just want a babe. All right. Number 1, Indy's hat. Number 2, Indy's whip. That's a good prop. Whip. Number 3, Indy's gun. Number 4, Indy's leather jacket. Number 5, the Shankara stones from Temple of Doom. Number 6, the Cup of Christ, the Holy Grail from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. The Holy Grail. Number 7, the fertility golden idol from Raiders of the Lost Ark at the very beginning of the film. So, the golden idol. Number 8, Henry Jones Sr., Indy's dad, his Grail diary. So he writes all of his notes and all the maps to find the Holy Grail in that little brown diary that he keeps. That's a biggie. That's a big prop. So Indy's dad's Grail diary. Or it's either a diary or a journal, whichever one, you know. Yo, 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 yo! Heroes and Villains Collectibles is in his house. What's up, buddy? Well, you came at a perfect time. We're doing the top 10 Indiana Jones props, heroes. So far, I got Indy's hat, his whip, his gun, his leather jacket, the Shankara stones, the Holy Grail, the golden fertility idol, Henry Jones Sr.'s Grail diary. I got 2 more. God, there's so many props, so many to choose from. Oh, I don't know. Probably that cross that he's looking for in the third one. The cross. It's a cross necklace. So cross necklace. It's got a name. I just don't remember the name. But you guys know what necklace. It's a long cross and it's got like a chain on it. So cross necklace. Yeah. What? Dr. Jenkins called me a midget? Oh no, wait. He's calling LC the midget whisperer. Oh Lord. I know. Heroes is on the hunt to find a midget. Why, I don't know, but it's one of his passions to find a midget and do God knows what with. Good luck with it, heroes. All right, number 10. Let's see. We got the cross necklace, the Grail diary, the golden idol, the Holy Grail, Shankara stone, leather jacket, gun, whip, Indy's hat. Oh, and at the beginning of Temple of Doom, you know the diamond that he has? The diamond's like, that fucker's big. It's like that big around. So, that diamond, but it doesn't have a name. It's just like, he's like, the diamond, Lau. The deal was for the diamond. So, I could put that one, or I could do the urn of Nuhachi, because he says, I'll give you the urn of Nuhachi. It has the ashes in the urn of first emperor of Manu Dynasty. I could put that one down. But I like the diamond better for number 10. So, Indy's diamond. Again, there's a lot more props. Then you had Indy's 4-leaf clover lighter. Then you had the urn of Nuhachi. Then you had the headpiece to the staff of Ra that I have. Then you've got In the fourth one, you have the Crystal Skull, which I need to get at some point. Then in the fifth one, you've got the Dial of Destiny. So there's a lot of cool props. Just these 10 were my kind of like my 10 favorite. All right. Next one, the top 10 Tom Green skits. If you guys have, I keep burping, excuse me. If you guys have not seen the Tom Green show, it's a Canadian TV show. Tom Green is Canadian. He was kind of like right before the Jackass TV show came. He was pre-Jackass, but he did some funny skits on that show. Oh my God. He was fucking hilarious. He's kind of retired. Now he owns a farm. I follow him on Instagram. I think he has a wife now and kids, and he owns a farm, and he's grown a beard, and he has like a donkey and horses and stuff. So, hey man, to each your own. If you want a farm, go for it. But he hasn't been on TV or in movies in a long time. He does have a YouTube channel, and he does live streams on his YouTube channel. He makes content on his channel, and he also does live streams on his Instagram. So, yeah. So, top 10 Tom Green skits. Hero says, Dr. Jenkins, still looking, I guess. I'm too tall. Oh, shit! Well, I mean, I think anyone would be taller than a midget, Heroes. You know? I'm just saying. Nothing against midgets. All right, number one of my favorites is he looks directly into the camera and he says, nobody lets an old man shop anymore. And he dresses up as an old man and he gets in a motorized cart and he takes that motorized cart and I guess he hired an actress, an old lady actress, and he's like, Bella, come on, Bella, and he runs that motorized cart into every type of merchandise in the store. And he keeps saying "Jeez Louise" every time he like hits the shelves. And he's like, "Jeez Louise, oh God, what's going on?" And then the manager's like, "Get your cart, get the fuck out of my store. You're destroying my store." And he's like, "I'm just trying to shop. I'm just trying to shop." So the first skit that I'm going to write down is the motorized cart skit. Number 2. Butter Madness. That was a good one. He's on a cruise ship, and he literally's like, I'm hiding in this little room. We've set up some cameras. I have some butter, and we're going to make some announcements. And I feel so bad for this guy. He was minding his own business. He's eating his salad, eating his dinner. Tom Green comes over the PA system on the cruise, and he's like, I'm eating some salad right now. Yeah, you, the guy in the white shirt. Somebody pour beer on this guy's crotch. And the guy's all like looking around like, what, me? And he's like, I want everyone in the restaurant to pour beer on this guy's crotch. And he's like, get pitchers of water. Then they get pitchers of water. Dump water all over this fucking guy. And then Tom's in another room, in a hidden room, I guess like a closet. He's got a little TV, and he's seeing everything in the restaurant on the cruise ship. Then he's like, get pitchers of water, dump the pitchers of water on this guy. The guy is drenched, right? Then he's like, take the tablecloth and wrap him up in the table and act like he is toast and put butter on his head. So that's where the butter comes in. Then he's like, so everyone does that, and everyone starts coming. They start dumping like water, salt on him, pepper, butter is in his fucking head. Oh God, it was hysterical. It was hysterical. Then it gets even worse. It gets even worse because people that are eating in the restaurant, about 90% of people thought it was hilarious, and these two guys, so 2%, get really pissed off. They're trying to enjoy their dinner, and Tom just ruins it. So it gets even worse before they have that interaction. And so I can't remember exactly what happens next, but basically, after they demolish that guy and water and salt and butter in his hair, then he goes, okay, you see that, like, waiter, in the corner? He goes, yeah, somebody throw their drink on this waiter. Well, the waiter runs away. And then they find another waiter, dump water and put butter on the waiter. That's when these two guys have had enough, and he goes, "I'll be right back." And he looks right into the camera. And he goes, "I'm gonna go find that fucker." And then Tom Green is so good at like acting like, "What? Like, what did I do? What did I do?" So I guess you could say Tom Green was the original troll, but he was funny. You know, he didn't hurt people's feelings. So he goes, "What's going on? What's going on, man?" And the guys, the two guys are pissed. He goes, "Go clean that shit up, man." He goes, "Get back there, go clean that shit up." And he goes, "We're on a cruise ship. We're putting butter on people's head. It's not something to get mad." And then one guy's like, "At the dinner table, man." And then Tom's like, "What's that?" And he goes, "At the dinner table." And he goes, "At the dinner table." He goes, "But it's not like it's Christmas dinner here." And the guy gets so pissed. He's like, "You know what?" He goes, "I hope somebody ends up suing your ass for this shit." And he goes, "Hey, man." He goes, "If you would have admitted that you were wrong, you wouldn't have a fucking show, man." That is probably one of the greatest skits Tom Green has ever done. He goes into the bowels of the ship, and he's asking everyone, he's like, "What's going on?" He goes, "I don't know what's going on." And then like some lady that's working in the bowels, she goes, "All this noise, I heard all this noise." He goes, "We were just putting butter on people's faces." And the lady's like, "Just that?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "And some guy got pissed." And then he assembles everyone in the restaurant, and he's like, "And if we want to spread butter on people, no one's going to stop us." And then they start chanting. He's like, "Butter, butter, butter, butter." And he's like, "I can't believe it's not butter." That's probably my favorite skit of all time. So, number 2, I'm going to put down Butter Madness. Butter. Let's see here. Vision says, "Do you want some of my caramels?" I'm good, buddy. You enjoy those caramels. Yesterday, some online gamer just got locked up for attempted murder for flying from New York to Florida to kill another gamer who was talking shit to him. Online broke in the house, attacked him with a hammer. Damn, heroes, that's nuts. That's nuts. That's insane, dude. Psycho? That's wow. Well, I feel bad for that person that got murdered. So watch what you say to other people online. Well, I mean, on the same coin, heroes, they should watch what they say. But I have been getting better of watching what I've been saying, because I'm not afraid of those trolls in your Discord. I'm not afraid of Larry. I really have nothing against Larry. Larry's went off the deep end. I don't know where his mind is. Wow, I timed him out, and you would have thought like it was World War 17, So I have nothing against Larry. Now he hates me, and I'm not going to deal with his bullshit. So the mature thing is just to walk away. So I did. I walked away. I'm not afraid of any of them, heroes, because in the end, all they're going to do is just keep talking. That's all they do. So I'm not afraid of them. They're pathetic losers just talking and talking and talking in a Discord. Do I care? No. Because no matter what I do, no matter what I say, they're always going to call me a bitch or bitch about something. Fierce is a bitch, and we're going to bitch about his content and his life. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, no matter what, video I upload. So I appreciate the advice, heroes, and I've gotten better at ignoring them, and I've gotten better at biting my tongue, but I'm not going to let them harass me. So when I need to say something, I do. When I don't need to say something, I don't. But you brought it up, so I said, okay, I'll address what my friend Heroes is saying, and then after I address it, I'll continue on with the show. I'm glad the guy survived, though, Hero. That's good. Because no one, as much as I hate them, the only thing, I'll never apologize to the trolls, because they'll never get an apology out of me. I do regret throwing death threats out. I do regret that. Like Jason said the other day, I can't make up for the past. All I can do is do better the next day and the next day and the next day after that, So, I'm not going to apologize to those trolls, because 11 times out of 12, they start it. I maybe sometimes start it once or twice. They almost always have started it in some way or form. So I'm not going to apologize to them. That'll never happen. The day I do that, I'll eat my own dog. I'll eat my own shit, and then I'll fly to Missouri and I'll eat Enzo's shit. So yeah. Say that to the guy who was attacked. He will never talk shit to anyone online with that huge scare. Well, yeah, I mean, that was probably scary. But I am not afraid of those, they're not worth my time, heroes. Really, if it was me, I'm your friend. I would kick all those idiots out of your Discord. They've destroyed your Discord. That's my personal opinion. But again, it's your Discord. It's your Discord, heroes. You can do whatever you want. Now, not everyone in your Discord is bad. A lot of people in there are bad, but I mean, I get along with some. I get along with you, Visions, Pixel, Walter, Richie's in there technically. I get along with him. There's I get along with Dan Aykroyd. So there's a good amount of people. So I'm not saying everyone's bad in there, but there are some bad apples in there. So yeah. But yeah, I understand what you're saying, heroes, and I appreciate your advice, and you're a good buddy, you're a good pal, you're a good friend. I just don't like to see them destroy your Discord, because they've pretty much manipulated you. I'll be honest, those people in there don't care about me, they don't care about you, they don't even care about your Discord, if I'm being honest. They're in there because we're friends. If they would have never known, I'm being dead honest, if they never would have known that me and you were friends, heroes, I guarantee you they would not have been in that Discord. They're in that Discord because they know that we're friends. That's the only reason. So, that's my forte on it, Richie was actually banned for sicko behavior. Oh, shit! Really, Visions? What did Richie do? I did not know that he was doing any gross behavior. What happened? Oh, Lord. This is new. I haven't heard about this. Oh, wow. Wow. What happened? Well, maybe, should we go into it? Maybe we shouldn't go into it. I don't know. I did not know that Richie was banned. I had no idea. By the way, I haven't used my Batman mug in quite a while, so I thought I would bust it out. Well, that's interesting, Visions. I did not know that Richie was banned. All right, but anyway, if you guys have seen, let's get back to this. If you guys have seen Tom Green's show, put a 1 in the chat. I love Tom Green. It sucks that he doesn't do his show anymore, his Tom Green show, with his best friend, Glenn Humplick. I swear to God, that's what his name was. Glenn Humplick would be the co-host, and I don't remember the guy. There was a guy that was always drinking coffee, and they had a window cut out in the back of Tom Green, and he would sit in the window, like either on a nice folding chair or whatever, and he would just sip coffee. He would not say anything. He would laugh at Tom's joke and just sip coffee. Glenn was his co-host, and I know they were like brothers, but God, the things that Tom Green did to Glenn Humplick, I feel so bad. For Glenn Humplick. Oh, I remember one of the skits. It's not my favorite, but it's funny. Glenn came to visit him, and Tom went to his hotel, stole his entire luggage, and he threw it out of a plane, and his clothes were all over like an airstrip, someone's farm, and Glenn had to go and retrieve all of his clothes, and I was like, oh, shit. Oh, was that his name, Vision? Phil? Oh, so Phil was the guy drinking the coffee. So, yeah. Hero says, here, smoking a blizzy, sipping on some red wine. Well, that doesn't surprise me, Heroes. You're always smoking a blizzy. And I forgot that you and your wife liked red wine. I got some red wine and I got some white wine in my fridge. I was planning to drink it last year for Christmas, but because I got some Crystal Skull vodka on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I pretty much topped off that Crystal Skull vodka And I was so drunk after that, I felt really good. I had a good buzz going on. I was like, well, since wine doesn't get bad and it doesn't rot away, alcohol doesn't rot away, I was like, I'll just save it for next year. So hopefully I can drink that wine this year for Christmas. Because it's some pretty good wine. And I got red and I got white wine. I like wine. I just like vodka more. Yeah, Visions. So Visions, you have seen the Tom Green show. I forgot that guy, he would just literally, I swear, in the window cutout, he'd just be there, just sipping on his coffee, and he wouldn't say much. Every once in a while, he'd make a remark, but usually he didn't say anything to add to the show. He would just laugh at Tom's jokes and Glenn Humplick's jokes and sip his coffee. That was it. That was his role in the show. So yeah, and every once in a while, Phil would be in the skits. So my second one is Butter Madness. Number 3 is Tom Green's Last Will and Testament. It's so funny. He's like, Glenn, I'm not going to be here every day. And Glenn's like, huh? Really? And he's like, well, he goes, everyone dies. And he's like, yeah, that's true. And he's like, but Glenn, he goes, I just, I may just pass away someday. And then Glenn's like, well, I hope not. And he goes, I hope to live a long life. And he's like, but Glenn, I may not be here. He's like, well, I hope not, Tom. He goes, I hope you live a long life. And he goes, do you want me to read you my last will and testament? And he's like, yeah. He goes, and I want you to do this for me, Glenn. And Visions, it's this outlandish will and testament. He's all like, first, I want you to throw my dead body off a 40-story building. And he goes into it. He goes, then I want you to soak my dead, lifeless corpse, fully engulf it in gasoline. Then I want you to take my gasoline-soaked body and attach it to Glenn Humplick's car, Glenn. So he goes, I want you to put me on the roof of your car. Then I want you to drive to a cemetery. When you get there, I want you to light my gasoline-soaked body on fire, still attached to the car. Then I want you to take my ashes. He goes, and I want you to mix my ashes with gunpowder. Well, then he says, leave the cemetery with my ashes, go to a gun maker place, take my ashes and mix it with gunpowder. He goes, and Glenn, I want you to make 2 bullets. And then Glenn's like, 2 bullets. He goes, yeah, 2 magic bullets. He goes, and then I want you to take 1 bullet. I want you to kill a gorilla. And with the other bullet, I want you to kill a goat. And then I want you to take their dead corpses and let them rot in your backyard, Glenn, for about a week. And he's like, Tom, this is crazy. He's like, this is crazy. And he goes, yeah, but he goes, Glenn, you got to do it. He goes, you've got to do it. And he's like, okay. He goes, once they've been rotting in your backyard for about a month, he goes, I want you to buy a coffin. He goes, I want you to set the goat on fire and the gorilla. And then once all the ashes have been gone, I want you to take their bones, put them in a coffin, and then I want you to make my tombstone out to be, here lies Tom Green, half human, half gorilla, half goat. And that was one of the greatest skits he's ever done. One of them. My favorite still is Butter Madness. That has to be the ultimate one. So, Tom Green's Last Will and Testament. So, that one was funny. Alright, number 4, lifetime guarantees. That one was a good one. He starts out with saying, there's no guarantees in life except for lifetime guarantees. He goes, today we're going to study lifetime guarantees and whether they're effective or not and whether they work. So he goes into a store and he's like, I'd like to buy like a small musical instrument. The guy pulls out this guitar. He takes this hammer out, smashes the shit out of it, looks at it and goes, I'm all right. And then he gives it back to the guy. And the guy's like, if you walk out of my store, I'm going to fuck you up. And then Tom's like, what's that? And he goes, if you walk out of the store without paying me, He goes, I'm going to fuck you up. And he goes, what are you talking about? He goes, exactly what I just said. He goes, you walk out of this store without paying me for this item, I'm going to fuck you up. And he goes, yeah, but what about my guarantee? It's right here. And the guy's like, fuck your guarantee. You just destroyed my merchandise. And he's like, yeah, but I paid for it. He goes, you didn't pay for it. You didn't give me any money. He does the same damn thing like at an electronics store, and he buys an electronic calculator. And at the end of the skit, he goes, I guess guarantees really don't work. So that was a funny one. Lifetime guarantees. The fifth one is when he acts like he's a blind guy. And this one guy comes up to him and he goes, do you know that you're being videotaped? And he's like, and then he's got the glasses and he's got the cane. And he's like, why are you videotaping me? And he goes, I'm not videotaping you. He goes, I just want to let you know that someone behind you is videotaping you. And he goes, well, where's your camera? And he goes, no, not me. He goes, turn around, buddy. It's right here. And then the guy, he takes Tom's hand and goes, right here. This guy's filming you. And then Tom's like, yeah, don't take my picture. So him portraying himself as a blind guy was fucking hilarious. All right, let's see. We got, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 left. Let's see. The boy in the plastic bubble. He goes, when I was a kid, I always wanted to play softball. He goes, but I couldn't because I had seasonal allergies. He's like, that's why I invented this bubble. He goes, now I can play softball. He's in this gigantic bubble. Walks onto the playing field. He goes, hey, you guys want to play some softball? And the guy's like, hey, man, come on. He goes, we're trying to play a game. And then some guy comes out of nowhere with a knife, and he goes, cut it open. He goes, there's got to be a way to open it. And then he's like, hey, man, put the knife away. I just want to play softball. He goes, no, you're not playing softball. He goes, I'm going to cut this fucking thing open. They eventually cut it open. They pull it out. He's like, no. He's like, I got to live in this bubble. He goes, my allergies. My allergies. And then he just looks right into the camera and goes, I'm just joking. I don't really have allergies. That one was a funny one. So, boy in the plastic bubble. I'll be honest, heroes and visions. I'm going to say one more thing. I had no idea that Richie got banned. I'm not in there a lot in the Discord anymore because of... See, I was almost going to call them a name, so I'm learning to bite my tongue. Certain people that annoy me, I said I can't be in there anymore. That's a nice way to put it. I had no idea that some scandalous activity has been happening in the Richie, whatever you want to call him. I haven't watched Richie stream in a while. The last one I watched was like a week or two ago. I just said hi, but that was before I knew Richie had done something, some sick behavior. I don't know what that means. I hope it's not anything too disgusting. I hope it's not anything too crazy. I don't know what happened. Do I even want to know what happened? Probably not. So Visions, if you want to tell me off camera or Heroes, I don't really care what happened, but I'm kind of curious. But that's unfortunate because Richie's been in the community for quite a long time. So it could be rumors, though. I mean, a lot of people make up rumors about me, and people make a lot of rumors up about Richie and Carrie and a bunch of people. But so if it's a rumor, it's just hearsay. But if it's really real, that's unfortunate. So yeah. Oh man. Oh, I'm tired. Let's see. Hero says, wifey is working till 1 p.m. Okay. So here getting zooted by myself, then going live gaming for some TMNT. Oh, nice. Nice, buddy. That's awesome. Well, Heroes, you beat the NES TMNT, then you beat the Turtles in Time, didn't you? So what's next? You beat the Turtles in Time, the NES. Have you played the arcade one yet? I forgot. It started on the arcade, and then they put it to the... Was it the Sega, or was it the... I don't know where they put the arcade one. I don't remember. Again, I've played more Ghostbuster video games, if anything, than TMNT. But I played some. Heroes, I cannot wait to come back from my vacation and do some gaming. We've got a lot of games. I'm telling you, Heroes, if you've never, we've got to download. We have to download the Jurassic Park Sega Genesis version. That game, I used to play it like. I don't remember how old me and my friend Brian were. I think my friend Brian at the time was like 12 and I was like 10 or 11. We played for hours and hours and hours on that fucking Sega Genesis game. Oh my god, it's so good. I beat the 2 arcades the other day, not NES. Okay, so you still have to beat the NES game. And then did you beat the Turtles in Time game? Now that I know for sure is on Super Nintendo. That I know for sure. So yeah. Oh, Visions, I forgot to ask. How has the weather been in Portland? Has it been like rainy? Because I know you live near Portland. Here it's been off and on. Guys, today, thank God, the sun is out today. Not too hot today. I mean, it's hot. Obviously because it's Florida, but it hasn't been too hot. But the last couple of weeks, rain. It's been nuts. But my mom said that in Missouri, the weather's been fantastic. So I'm like, well, that's good. All right. So we got Motorized Cart, Butter Madness, Tom Green's Last Will and Testament, Lifetime Guarantees, Blind Guy skit, Boy in the Plastic Bubble skit. Oh, he builds his mom and dad a statue, and his dad destroys the statue. He calls it the Where's My Dinner Bitch statue. You remember that one, Visions? That one was a classic one. So the statue skit. Then Tom Green took his dad's car and transformed it into the Slutmobile. That was a good one. The Slutmobile. All right, two more. Then he painted his parents' house like all different colors. So that was a funny skit. So painting the house, and he painted the house in like horrible colors. So yeah. And then the last one, let's see here. I guess it's a skit. He made up that song, Visions, the Bum Bum song, where he's like, and it was on MTV, and it was like a music video. He made his own music video. It was called the Bum Bum song. That song was fucking hilarious. So that's probably my last one. All right, so we have Motorized Cart, Butter Madness, Tom Green's Last Will and Testament, Lifetime Guarantees, Blind Guy, Boy in the Plastic Bubble skit, the Statue skit, the Slutmobile, Painting the House, and then the Bum Bum song. Well, there it is. All right. There we go. Let's see. I'll be playing the TMNT Hyperstone Heist. It's the Sega Genesis edition. See, Heroes, I've never heard of that one. So you may have to introduce me to that game because I've never heard of that game. So yeah. Visions, I'm just curious, what's your all-time favorite Tom Green, funny skit? Because it seems like you watched it too. But man, good old Tom Green. I'm just curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. I was just wondering. Heroes and Villains, did you ever watch the Tom Green show? It was a pretty good show, my friends. Pretty good. Anyway. Alright. So, let's see. We did the Nerd Hall. Oh, Heroes! I don't know if you saw it. Let me show you what I got. Heroes, I got a sticker book. Dude, check out this mini. This is so cool. I love it. That's awesome, dude. that's another song. Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages? Daddy, would you like some sausage? And then, like, in the movie, his dad's like, oh, look, honey, our son tied sausage to a screen so he can eat sausage while he works on his crappy drawings. You know? I love that movie. Freddy Got Fingered. Well, that's his movie. If you like the movie Heroes, then you have to watch his Tom Green show. He actually had 2 versions. No. He had 3 versions. He had his very first version in Canada. Then he had a version in Times Square. And then the third one was an even better version of the Tom Green show, still in Manhattan, I believe. So he had 3 versions of the show. The first version in Canada, it was all right. I like the 2 versions in New York City. Those 2 were the best. So, yeah. Daddy, would you like some sausages? Daddy, would you like some sausage? But yeah, so Heroes, I got this. It is a movie prop, so I must bequeath it onto the movie prop shelf, even though it's tiny. So here's the tiny one. The big one is right up there. But, I must ask you, is there ever enough Ghostbuster stuff? No, there's never enough Ghostbuster stuff, so this is cool. I like it. Oh, hang on. Ah! I like it. I love it. I love it. I want some more of it. That's right. So I got this. And then I got the Ghostbuster Frozen Empire shirt. I'm going to be taking this on my vacation with me. And then I got this, my friend. Look at this. Look at this delicious jam and jellies. It's 3D wall art. I'm going to find a nice spot and put it on the wall somewhere. I don't know where. So yeah. Hero says they're gonna remake it. It is announced. Fears Got Fingered 2. Oh my gosh! If Tom Green ever made Freddy Got Fingered 2 and he wanted me in it, Heroes, I'd be like, oh hell yeah, I'd be in that fucking movie. Oh yeah. I'd be all over it. I'm like, oh, Tom, you want to make another movie? Great, I'm all over. Let's do it. Hell yeah. Oh, hang on. There we go. So those are the gems that I found today, my friends. All right. Last thing I want to talk about. Something kind of serious. Because you guys know Fears, I'm half serious, but mainly I'm goofy. Again, I'm going to say this I'm going to try my best not to offend anyone or call anyone names. Over the last couple of weeks, things have been a little turmoil. Some good days, some bad days. Larry is extremely upset with me right now. I don't know why. I don't care, to be honest. To me, Larry has shown his true colors. If he would have just stopped and we would have just had a private conversation, that would have been one thing. I don't want to air all of my dirty laundry out, and he wanted to have a spectacle, be on the show, make it a big thing, and he tried to convince me that trolls are good people. In my opinion, they're not good people. You're not going to convince me that they are, because they've fucked me over 10 million times, and I'm not an idiot. I'm not a jerk. I'm not an asshole. And I'm not a fool. I'm not going to continually let someone, fuck me over. You can only give people so many chances. So if Larry would have handled it differently, and just had a private conversation, I think he's really pissed. It all stemmed from me timing him out. As soon as I did that, before I timed him out, totally nice guy. As soon as I timed him out, it's like a world war started. So I don't know what's going to happen. I hope eventually he'll just drop it, with me ignoring him, because somebody, I'm not going to reveal my source, somebody told me the other night he made a bunch of videos and put it on his channel. I watched them. I wasn't impressed. Zero impressed. And I guess he was trying to expose me. So instead of him exposing me, I just, because it was my content to begin with, he stole it. I just made the 2 videos, if you guys have seen it, and I thought, well, I'll just turn a negative into a positive and expose myself. He was basically making fun of me yelling at that one fast food employee that happened when I was like, God, I was so young and immature. I was like 16, 17 when it happened. And so I told everyone the whole story. I yelled at her for getting my order wrong, and she asked me eight times to repeat the order. Anyone would get mad after 8 times. I'm not using that as an excuse. I shouldn't have yelled at her. So I went back a couple days later. I apologized to her. But now that I won't talk to him, Larry's acting very immature, and he's calling me a bitch, he's calling me an asshole, he's calling me this, he's calling me that, and he's making exposed videos. So I said, well, I'll just turn a negative into a positive. It's my content anyway. I'll just expose myself and say, here's what happened. Do I regret? Is it a regret of mine? Yes, I shouldn't have yelled at a fast food employee. And I didn't even work there. It just, I got sick and tired of saying the order over and over and over again, and I lost my patience. So I made that video, so I hope all my YouTube fans will not hold it against me. I accepted it. I took responsibility and accountability for my actions, and I said, here's what happened. It happened in the past. I've moved forward. I apologize. The person accepted my apology. So he really didn't expose me. I exposed myself. So, yeah. You're saying that reminds me of the movie The Fan with Wesley Snipes and Robert De Niro. I've never seen that one, heroes. But I am a big fan of Robert De Niro. He's the man. And I am a big fan of Wesley Snipes. Hello, Passenger 57. I need to get that on Blu-ray. It is so good. Passenger 57 is a great movie. I don't recommend you doing what he did in the film, because not only would you get arrested for what he did, it would just piss off the terrorists beyond belief. But yeah. Hero says, watch the trailer right now. Okay, I'll watch it right now. Let's do that. Before I get into the last topic, expressing yourself, well, I had to write it little. I ran out of space in the title. I couldn't get expressing yourself in, so I had to write expressing you. So, but you guys get the concept. Let's watch that trailer real quick. Okay, so The Fan with Wesley Snipes and Robert De Niro. I've never heard of it. I'll have a watch, heroes. Let's check it out. Let's watch. Pardon my yawns. All right, let's see. The Fan trailer. How old is it? Let's see how old it is. Oh, wow. 1996. Okay, so it's not too old, but it's an older. I thought maybe, you said old, so I thought maybe like from the 70s or 80s. I did find a movie from 1981, so I guess it says The Fan 1981 official trailer, so I'll watch that one after I watch the Robert De Niro one. But the one that Heroes is talking about is, they made it in 1996. All right, let's watch that one. Let's watch that one first. Here we go. Oh, man! All right, here we go.
Well, here we are with the hopes and dreams of all true Giants fans. Ex-Brave center fielder and league RBI champ Bobby Rayburn.
In the game of life,
Come on, bring it, baby.
some are chosen for greatness.
Oh, so it's a baseball movie. Nice. I like baseball. That's cool.
Others can only watch.
Take your hands off.
Bobby Rayburn was San Francisco's brightest star.
A lot of people in this city think you're not earning your keep.
But to one fan, he meant so much more.
Don't listen to that, Bobby!
A fan
Watch out for me, I'm the sharpest guy in town.
people are scared of you, Gil, who never stopped believing.
I know what he's feeling. Hit a bad patch. We all hit bad patches. Go easy on him. You're letting the bat swing hit. Hey, now send your head into the outfield.
Always watching.
Locker room. Bobby Rayburn, please. Yeah, this is Bobby. Hello. Hello.
Waiting for the chance to be a part of his life.
What do I say? Oh, you know, look, I was just there. You would have done the same thing.
The star
You like baseball?
Well, I'm not obsessed with it or anything.
At least you're not one of them die-hard, baseball fans.
Why's that?
Because those guys are losers.
and the fan,
Bobby.
destined
How do you think you got out of that slump, Bob?
I just stopped caring, man.
You stopped caring?
to share the spotlight.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good so far, Heroes. I like it. I've never heard of it, but yeah, Heroes. It's an old movie. Right on. So far, it looks pretty good. I like it.
Hey, Bobby. Sean, say hello to your father. He's on the phone.
Curly,
Bob?
I don't think this is a good idea.
You don't think at all. You're just a lucky idiot.
What do you want from me?
Don't you talk back to me. You show me some respect. Without people like me, you're nothing.
I want you to hit a home run for me, Bob.
I can't believe you're serious.
I'm serious as a heart attack, Bobby. So, Bobby, I'm watching you, and if that pitcher goes easy on you, I'm going to hurt your kid.
Every time they think of you, they're going to think of me.
So it's pretty much Robert De Niro plays like a crazed psychopath, like obsessed fan. So it's like kind of like a psychological thriller, but with like baseball and an obsessed fan. I like it, Heroes. So far, so good. It seems like a pretty cool. I guess it would be a mixture of like action, adventure / not really a horror movie, like action adventure / psychological thriller. That's cool. I like it so far.
Oh, God, please don't do this. Hey, Bobby.
I'm telling you, he's in the stadium.
Now do you care?
Nice. I like it. All right, let's watch the other one. So while I was trying to find Heroes, there's another one called The Fan, and it's made in 1981. So I'm just curious to see what that one's all about. So Heroes, I liked that one. That was good. I liked it. All right, let's watch the Fan official trailer, 1981. It seems like it's a horror movie. Or it looks like a horror movie because Fear Factory, I guess, produced it, or it's on Blu-ray. So let's watch this one. Which, by the way, Fear Factory, if you guys have not followed them on Instagram, they have tons of like really awesome, sick-looking like Blu-rays, 4Ks. Like they take those old gems and put them on 4Ks. Blu-ray. I think either Eric or Randall or one of my friends told me that. I was like, hey, Fierce, you love movies, and I said, yeah. He goes, you got to follow Fear Factory on Instagram. So I started following them recently, like a week or two ago. I told you guys about it. If you haven't followed their Instagram, oh my God, it's so fucking good. Fear Factory on Instagram. You guys have got to follow it. It's fucking great. Fucking great. All right, let's watch the rest of this.
Dear Miss Rose, I have finally worked up enough courage to write you. I am your greatest fan, because unlike the others, I want nothing from you. The only thing that matters to me is your happiness.
Okay, so I guess like the 1996 one is a remake of the 1981, except they just switched it up. It's like in the 90s one, It's a guy obsessed with a baseball player, and the 80s one is some guy riding this woman. Okay. All right.
I am a friend, and I am someone you can turn to in times of distress. But I know the time is now right. We will be lovers very soon, my darling.
Oh, Lord.
And believe me, I have all the necessary equipment to make you very, very happy.
You got a really watch
Oh, wow. I don't like where this is going.
letter from that weirdo fan I tried to tell you about.
I think she's taking advantage of you.
Sally, he's driving me crazy.
I recommend you fire. I recommend you fire.
What in God's name did you say to him?
See, this is where it gets a little weird. Like, Fears admires, and I love all my loving and loyal fans, but, man, there's been some fans that have been obsessed much. Because trolls, even though they're trolls, I guess they are, like, somewhat fans, like, I guess if you want to call it that. There's been a lot of crazy psychos that have followed Fears that I've had to block. So I kind of understand where this movie's coming from. There's a lot of weirdos out there, I must say. There's a lot of people off their fucking rockers. You know? All I try to do is make people laugh and be real with you guys. And I keep burping, excuse me. Every time I take a drink of coffee, I keep burping like crazy. I apologize. I just think people, I don't know. I really wish, this is my wishful thing, I wish there just wouldn't be any bullying or internet hate, or it would solve a lot of problems, but obviously it's not going to go away. The best thing to do is ignore it as best you can. It's hard. Sometimes, like I said, I've said this a million times, sometimes I'm really good at ignoring it. Sometimes I'm not. But again, I'm not perfect. No one's perfect, you know. I regret always losing my temper on camera. Thank God it hasn't happened. And the last time, I'll be honest, I'm not going to lie, I had a mini freak out with Larry, you know, on camera. But I knew, I could tell, I was getting irritated. I was like, Fears, just end it. I'm like, because if you don't get Larry out of there and if you don't get me out of there, you're going to explode. So it was a mini freak out. But I haven't had a massive, like, fuck! I mean, I haven't had like a massive one in a long time, thank God. But oh man, I remember I used to blow up all the time back in the day. Ugh, it's horrible. It's horrible, especially when you blow up in front of your audience. Because I always wondered, like, oh shit, what the hell are they thinking? And then you think to yourself, Fears, what the hell were you thinking? What the hell were you doing? Why did you say that? Why did you blow up? This and that. And then once you calm down, I would watch them back in the day and be like, I am so ashamed of myself. That's why I took, if not all of them down, as many as I could find off of both my main channel, because it happened on my main channel back in the day and on my vlog channel. And I know they've got them all saved somewhere in the archives. The Oracle, the fucking Oracle. But at least they're not on my channel anymore. But, yeah. It's pretty scary. It's pretty scary. Oh, absolutely, heroes. I'm watching the trailer with you also. Okay, that's cool. Now change the baseball player for a YouTuber. There are crazy YouTuber fans. Oh, I know, dude. I know you're preaching to the choir. I don't want to say any names because apparently I've pissed off a lot of people, especially in that in your Discord. But they've really pissed me off, you know. So, and another reason why I made that video last night was, one, I was like, well, Larry's not gonna take my content and make it evil, you know. So I'm like, the more mature thing to do is, okay, I'll just take that video and I'll just make it and say, yeah, I regret doing that. I regret yelling at that fast food employee, but I owned it. I took accountability for it. I'm trying to change, you know. I'm Fears. I even say it in the video. I said, is everyone perfect? No, I said, I'm not a perfect human being. Then I said, there's things in my past that I regret. Everybody has regrets. Everybody. Absolutely everybody, you know. Even those trolls, you know. Everybody has regrets. No one's perfect, you know, but you live and you learn, you know. But yeah, let's continue on. So far, I mean, I've liked both versions, Heroes. Vision says, "Oh man, the fan was really good." Visions, have you seen both? Have you seen the 1980s one and the baseball player one that Heroes is talking about? I just watched the 1996 one with Wesley Snipes, and as I was looking for the 1996 one, a little bit down the YouTube page said The Fan 1981, so I'm watching the old one. If it's good, I will put both on the list. Because already I'm putting the Wesley Snipe ones on the list. So yes. So 2 questions, Visions. I guess you were still in the thrift store when I asked you. 2 questions, real quick. Have you seen both versions, 1981, The Fan, and 1996, The Fan? That's the first question. And number 2, what's your favorite Tom Green skit? I'm just curious. Mine has to be the all-time favorite one. He goes nuts on that fucking cruise. I'm sitting in this room, I've got some butter, and we're going to make some announcements. Time for some butter madness, you motherfuckers. And as soon as he started doing that butter madness, it was... those people in that restaurant on the cruise line did not know what was coming their way. They quickly found out. Oh, man. The Wesley Pipes one, I haven't seen the other one. The 80s one looks pretty good. You may want to watch it, Visions, because the 80s one's looking pretty good. I may add it to the list. Let's finish it up.
Letter. I don't pay you to upset my fans. You don't even know your fans. I'm the one that has to put up with them. He's the one that's gone too far.
Oh, Lord!
He wants to be your...
He's attacking this woman in the bathroom. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all.
For Christ's sake, what was I supposed to do? Give him an appointment?
I want to touch you. I want to make love to you.
Damn!
Just ignore him from now on. He's harmless.
Miss Goldman?
Yeah, sure he's harmless, but in the next scene, he just kills a woman in a subway with a knife and he's wearing black gloves. Well, obviously he wasn't harmless. Another classic horror movie mistake. Oh, it'll be okay. Nothing bad will happen. You are a dumb bitch. You just died in the next scene. What the hell is the matter with you, you know? I just love that. Oh, he's harmless. Nothing bad will happen. And then the next scene, a knife goes into her and then she dies. Hilarious. 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 Let's finish it up.
My darling, it was over very quickly and I feel glad because I never wanted her to suffer.
Dealing with a psychotic, potential killer.
Am I safe, Inspector?
Who knows?
He's after me now, isn't he?
I like how this movie, it's kind of like a psychological thriller. The 80s one looks more like half and half. It looks like half a horror movie, half a psychological thriller. I like it. I think I'm going to put it on the list. I think I'm going to put both versions on the list.
Hilda!
The Fan.
Oh, wow. All right. Let me grab the list real quick. Okay. I'm running out of room! Alright, so, The Fan... Oh, hang on. I need to get a new pen. I'm running out of ink on this one. The Fan... 1996, and then The Fan... What's this one? 1981. That's old. Fucking 1981. Holy crap. That's before I was born. I was born in 83. This was made in 81. Oh, Lord. Alright, I got them both. Here we are. Heroes, I approve. That was a good one. I keep burping. What the hell is wrong with me? Either I'm drinking the coffee too fast. I've been burping like crazy throughout this whole fucking stream. Excuse me. I apologize. Let's see. If they made it today, the fan would be obsessed with the YouTuber or a social media influencer. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Let's see. I just got to the theater to watch The Watchers, though. Have a good one. All right. Later, Visions. See you later. I haven't seen The Watchers, I don't think. Is that a new one? Is that a new movie? The Watchers. It sounds familiar. All right, Visions. Have a good one, buddy. Enjoy your time at the movie theater. Have a good one. Hero said, I was born in 81. Yeah, see, you're a little bit older than me. Well, I'm just curious what The Watchers is. Let me watch that one. The Watchers. Before Visions left, I would have liked to have asked, is it like an old movie and they're showing it like a Wednesday movie madness where it's an older movie, or is The Watchers like a new movie? But I'll try and find it. Let's see. The Watchers. It's got a cool name. The Watchers. Oh, it must be new because it says The Watchers, and then they posted the trailer like 2 months ago. Okay. So it's new. So it's got to be new. Walter says, been wanting to watch that stop motion horror movie. Oh, is it a stop motion? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, here, Walter, let me watch the trailer and see what it's all about because I'm curious. I'm curious. So it must have just came out. So it's because they said on YouTube they posted the trailer 2 months ago, and it says horror movie 2024. Okay, so it is a horror movie. Oh, it says a young artist gets stranded in a extensive forest in Western Ireland, where after finding shelter, she becomes. Hang on, let me read it. She becomes trapped alongside 3 strangers stalked by mysterious creatures each night. Oh shit! Oh wow! Damn! That sounds cool. It's called Stop Motion. Looks interesting. Oh, so there's another horror movie that you're talking about. All right, well, I'll watch that one real quick, too. All right, so let's watch The Watchers first.
Great job, Viv. You pulled off an epic surprise. Now,
so Visions is at the theater right now, and he's going to watch The Watchers, and I was curious. Before he left, I wish I would have asked him what The Watchers about, but we're going to find out.
For you, Aspen Dental has...
All right, here we go.
I'm going out tonight.
Oh, shit.
Try not to die. I thought you couldn't talk.
She's talking to her parrot, and the first thing she says to her parrot is, try not to die. That's pretty hilarious. They don't make too many horror movies in Ireland, so this is interesting. I like it.
Don't look at me like that. It's just something I do sometimes.
This lady already has problems. She's talking and trying to have a conversation with a parrot. Lady, animals don't talk. But she's talking to her parrot. All right, here we go. I like that they've used a lot of the like the woods and stuff of Ireland. Ireland, I've never been there, but I can only imagine how beautiful it is. I'm sure Ireland is beautiful. I've always wanted to go to Ireland because I do have Irish roots. Fears is going to find a leprechaun. I'm going to kill a leprechaun, and I want to take all their gold, motherfucker. That's right. No, I'm just joking. But it would be cool to find a leprechaun. I'd be like, hey, leprechaun, why don't you go back to the hood But if I do go to Ireland, I'm going to take my leprechaun shirt that Vision's made for me for St. Paddy's Day, and I will wear the leprechaun t-shirt on the trip. That would be fucking sweet. That would be awesome. All right. Let's continue on. Uh-oh, the car stalled. This is a typical classic horror movie thing that happens. The car stalls, she turns the key about a half a dozen times, and she's in the woods. This is not good.
I need some help. Where's the car?
Uh-oh. Oh, this is not good.
You have 5 seconds before the door is sealed. 5, 4, 3, 2.
A woman in the woods in a metal shed tells her to come in. I can see where this is going to go. Oh, Lord.
What is this place?
I don't mean to scare you, but we haven't much time. It's not wise to keep them waiting. They'll be very interested in someone new.
It's a window on the other side. They come every night.
And they watch us.
What is that? What are they doing?
Oh, man.
Applause. For you mean it.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord.
How long have you been here?
I don't know.
And you've never seen one.
No one sees one and survives.
They have come to our world for a reason.
I'm not supposed to be here. I don't know.
So I guess it's like it's more like half horror, half monster movie. So it's not really a person killing people in the woods. It's more of a monster that lives in the woods. But that's still cool. That's still cool. I like monster movies. Hell yeah. Fucking Frankenstein. Hello. Wolfman, the fucking Mummy rules.
They allow us to live because we follow their rules. You have broken too many.
Somebody whispering you are going to die. See, Fears is a smart guy. I would never put myself in these situations. I would never walk into the woods. You know, like her car stalled in the woods. As soon as my car stalled, I would look around and say, creepy forest. Fuck this. I'm out of here. But she continues to walk into the woods, find the main road, and get to a fucking town. It's not rocket science. You know? I saw them. I don't know what. It's not rocket science. All right. But this is interesting.
What did you see?
I'm trying to get in.
I saw myself.
Someone's out there.
Please open the door.
Well, no shit. The guy looks right at her. Oh, something's out there. Well, no shit. That was great.
My husband's outside.
This is a trick.
Oh, Lord. Oh, man. This is pretty good. I may have to watch this, Walter, on my vacation. This looks pretty damn good. All right, let's watch this other one that Walter. So stop motion. Walter, you said you've seen it, or you said you're going. Oh, it looks interesting. So that means you haven't watched it yet. Okay, stop motion 2024. Okay, all right. So, well, by the look of it, it looks like they made a horror movie all in stop motion. That's kind of interesting. We'll see if that's actually what it is. All right. So it came out this year. I don't know. It may be. Is it out on Blu-ray yet? I don't know. I have no idea. So we shall see. All right, stop motion. Here we go. Oh man! All right, here we go, Walter. Okay.
Such a morbid imagination. Bringing dead things to life.
Oh, creepy.
Hey, she emerges from her cave.
Hello.
When do you think you'll finish this film of yours?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, I get it. So she's making a stop motion. So what it looks like is she's making a stop motion movie, and because it's a horror movie, I guarantee you that the stop motion characters come to life and probably end up killing her or trying to kill her. Okay, that would be terrifying if that fucking happened. Oh my god, that would be terrifying. Oh my lord.
What's all that stuff?
It's called stop motion animation.
What do you think? It's a bit boring.
It's not finished. I mean, it's not boring.
Make a new one.
A new one.
Yeah. I know a better story. You want to hear it? There's a girl. She's scared. There's someone coming.
It is an interesting idea, Walter, to take stop motion and add it into a horror movie and to make a horror movie all surrounding a stop motion project. Because I did stop motion a little bit in film school, and it is rewarding whenever you see the finished product, but God, it takes forever. You guys have seen some of my old stop motion. I had a movie light extend up, open up, and have it flash light, and then have it closed, and then come down. That took like a week or two to shoot. 20 seconds. I don't even know if it lasts 20 seconds. I have all my stop motion projects on the main channel, I believe, and so it's rewarding when you finally see the finished product. But God, it takes forever. But it is an interesting idea, Walter, to surround an entire horror movie about a woman making a stop motion movie. It doesn't really tell you in the trailer why she's making a stop motion movie. Maybe she works in Hollywood. I don't know. Maybe she's making it for herself and she's putting it on her YouTube channel. It really doesn't tell you. But I haven't finished the trailer, so let's finish it.
Who's coming?
The man no one wants to meet.
The Ashman.
You should bring it to life.
Hmm? What does the Ashman do?
Don't be scared.
Whoever it is you think you saw back there, it's not real.
Oh Lord! Another classic horror movie mistake. The Ashman's not real. Bullshit! She made him come to life, and now the Ashman is out for blood! Unbelievable. So he spoke too soon.
I don't want to make this film anymore.
Do you want to hear the next bit of the story?
I want to go. I want to go.
Man, oh man, oh
It
man.
takes on a life of its own.
That's pretty cool. It's an interesting idea to add real life horror, and then the stop motion, and then the stop motion characters come to life and tries to kill the people in the film. It's an interesting idea. I don't think anyone's ever done that. I don't think in film history. I don't think they have. I know they've done stop motion in movies, but I don't know if I don't know if a stop motion character's ever tried to kill anyone. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. That's pretty cool, Walter. Where did you find that? Where'd you find that gem? It's pretty cool. Oh, man. Oh, God. I'm tired. Oh, man. I gotta get some sleepy time. Anyway. So, getting back to what I was saying about expressing you. The best way fears, sometimes I can express myself good, sometimes not. I guess it's a guy thing. I've always had a hard time expressing myself, so the best way for me to express myself is through my content, and so I talk a lot in my content. It's easier for me to express myself in this format. I've always had a problem expressing myself, so, which isn't good. Like, I give credit to the dude. The dude goes to therapy. It's just not me. I could not sit in a room on a couch or lay on a couch or sit on a couch. Someone psychoanalyze me from across the room. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me your feelings. And then they're writing down your every word, like a therapist. And that's just not me. Kudos to anyone that does do that. If it works for you, it works for you. The dude told me he goes to therapy all the time. Other people in the community have gone to therapy. That's great. For me, I find it more helpful to, if something's wrong, I talk to you guys. I talk to my mom. I talk to my brother. I talk to my friends. I talk to other members of my family. Just me personally, I express my thoughts and feelings with people in my life because that therapist doesn't know you. It's like a stranger trying to figure you out. To me, it would be a lot simpler to talk to someone that already knows. You guys know me, for the most part. You don't know everything about me, but you guys know a lot because I do a show almost every day. My brother knows me a lot, my mom, my friends, other members of my family, so I would rather talk to someone that I know them and they know me. Again, I'm not bad-mouthing therapy. If it works for you, that's awesome. Just for me, I wouldn't do that. So I hold a lot in, and then, the trolls don't make it any harder. And again, I'm not using this as an excuse. The last 2 years have been really hard, and we know why. 3 reasons. The troll bullshit, my grandmother passing away, and my dad. So it's been hard. But I am working on myself to get better every day. Even before my grandma and my dad passed away, I was always trying to better myself. But now I'm really trying to work on myself because I'm just sick of fighting with people. So there's that. And I'm kind of sick of my life, the way it's going. I need to make a couple of changes. So ever since I did that topic on how to deal with trolls and I educated everybody on the best way to defeat a troll, that's how they worded it on the website. I wouldn't say you're defeating them. A better way to say it is tips on how having to deal with trolls. Because I don't want to defeat anyone. Defeat means I'm gonna kill a troll. Or what? That's the wrong way. But that's the way they worded it on that website, and I found it randomly. One day I thought, oh, well, all this troll bullshit's going on. I might as well do a topic on it and tell everybody what's been going on. And so then I just randomly wrote helpful tips on how to, I think I said deal with trolls or stop troll hate or something. And the website came up and says how to defeat trolls, helpful tips for an influencer, a content creator, a business, if you own a business and someone's trolling your business. And I found it very helpful. So I hope things get back to normal soon. For the most part, I will be honest, now that I'm trying this new approach and I'm using these helpful hints, I will be honest, I've been seeing less troll comments in the chat. So it's definitely been helping. I will be honest, every once in a while someone pops in and I can tell who a loyal fan is and just who a troublemaker is, you know. So I get rid of them right away. So yeah. Walter says, my girlfriend told me about it. That's cool, Walter. Well, I thought it's an interesting approach because there's horror movies and then there's stop motion movies. And I'm sure at one time someone's put stop motion in a horror film, but I don't think they've ever in film history. I could be wrong, don't quote me. I don't think anyone's ever made almost the entire film a stop motion. So, it's a very interesting and very creative way to do it, you know. So, but yeah. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. I don't want to take up much time, but I just wanted to say, I'm sorry for the last couple of years that things have gotten kind of out of control. It was never my intention to get things this bad. I will not apologize for people hating on me, though. I will never apologize to them because they don't deserve my apology when they start it, you know. And of course, they'll say that they don't start it, even though they do. You know, that's just how trolls are, you know. They always believe that they are a fierce... Here comes a fierce quote. They always believe that they're in the right and they're always sweet angel and you're the most horrible person alive. Look at what Larry's done. I kid you not. Me and Larry were so cool. I have nothing against Larry. Now I do because he's made it personal. And that's just immature. Have I ever made a troll video about Larry? No. So why would I... First of all, he's trying to force me into talking to him. I don't want to talk to him because he's crossed a line and he doesn't respect me now. And I don't respect him. And I wrote to him before I blocked him and he didn't respond. He read it. And I said, you're making things even more worse for yourself, Larry. I said, if you want to talk, and if you want to... I said, we don't have to, you know, throw out all of our dirty laundry, or however that quote goes. I said, let's just talk off camera and let's figure it out. I think he's genuinely pissed that I didn't want to hear what he had to say because I didn't agree with it. You're not going to convince me that trolls are good people. They're not. They're not. You know? Look at all the shit that Quentin's done. He is a psycho, obsessed troll. He's an idiot. He's called my parents. He's called me at my job. There's something, like, mentally wrong with that fucking guy. He's crazy. Like, to a sick degree. The idiot in New Zealand. Now, I will give that guy credit. I haven't heard from him in a long time, thank God. But he genuinely thinks that it was okay to call someone's parents. It's not. And then he made up all this bullshit. Oh, I really care about Carrie. He didn't give a shit about Carrie. He did it for entertainment value. He thought it would be funny to call my parents. You know, I'm not afraid of him because now I live alone. He's got no power, you know. And he, oh God, he has an ego. Oh, I make self-driving cars. And he considers himself a scientist. You make self-driving cars. That's it. You're not a fucking scientist. Now, if you won a Nobel Peace Prize, you know, or if you were like Sheldon Cooper, a theoretical physicist, or you did shit like that, That's the definition of a scientist. Making self-driving cars in another country, not really a scientist, at least in my view. But anyway. So, I told Larry that if you keep going down this road, you're going to put me off. And he has put me off. I don't want to talk to him now. I've never made it personal to Larry. I still, even though he made troll videos about me, I still have nothing against Larry. You know? But what I saw last night, now I have something against him. I was like, well, if he had any hope of talking to me, that went out the door now, because now his rage is taking over. And I went into the Discord last night, you know, before I went to sleep. Call me a bitch, call me every name under the sun. And I'm like, this is just immaturity. So I'm like, use the techniques. Don't fall into their manipulative ways. Larry's not going to force me into doing something that I don't want to do. So Larry, I wish you well. Even after all the name calling you gave me and all the troll videos and all that. I can't believe you got this upset over me timing you out. And I don't even I don't even know how he got hurt. But really, it's none of my business how he got hurt. I'm glad that you're still alive, Larry. You know, even after all the shit you've caused me. Do I want you to die, Larry? No. Did I call you a bitch? Did I call you any names? No, I didn't. So, really, I would like him to just stop. I don't think he's going to stop. I hope he stops. And then maybe later on down the line, once everything cools off, if he would just cool off and let things settle, maybe we could talk later on in the future. But if he continues to troll me, then I have no interest in talking to him, you know? So, yeah. Geodude says Stephen Hawking never won a Nobel Peace Prize. Geodudes, you know what I was trying to say. That idiot in New Zealand is not a scientist. It doesn't matter whether you won a Nobel Peace Prize or not. Yes, I would consider Stephen Hawking a scientist. I was using it as an example. Don't split hairs with me. You know what I was trying to say. All that idiot does is make self-driving cars. That's not a scientist. Scientists do real work. You know, that's all I'm going to say on it. Stephen Hawking did amazing work in his field. It doesn't matter. I thought he actually won some type of medal. I thought he won a Nobel Peace Prize. I know he won a bunch of awards, but I don't know. I thought he did. I thought he won a Nobel Peace Prize. I thought he genuinely did. If I'm mistaken, I know he won some. I know he won a bunch of awards. But anyway, you're missing what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to get to it. I'm trying to get to my point. I brought him up because he's one of my trolls. So let me just finish what I'm trying to say. Like, nobody is perfect. It's hard, but people online, your definition is not, it is accurate. You're splitting hairs with me. He's not a scientist. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, what I was trying to say was, I lost my train of thought. Hang on. What was I trying to say? So, So I said, so people online have this, I'm trying to be as nice as possible. When you're an online personality, people want you to be perfect. And I'm not, Vision's not, Walter's not, Jason's not a perfect human being. But it's hard. You want to please everyone, and you just simply can't please everyone, you know? And people get so agitated and so upset when someone times or blocks you. There's a purpose, though. YouTube created the timeout and block for these reasons. If someone just constantly just keeps giving you hate, saying crappy stuff, no one wants to deal with that, so you just time them out. And I don't just time people out unless I know for 100% it's a troll and they're just, just spewing out hate. I usually give people 1, 2, 3 chances, and if they still keep hating, then I'm not going to put up with it. And then you're gone. He got so upset that I'm making a big assumption, but I mean, me and Randall had a big conversation about it. The other day. I said, Randall, help me out here. Help me understand. And Randall actually said it to me. He goes, Fears, how did all this shit start? I said, Randall, I've pieced it together. I said, before I timed out Larry, everything was fine. Everything was fine. I said, I guess he was having a bad day, and I said he was going nuts in the chat, and I said, I was having a bad day. I didn't want to deal with it. So I timed him out for 30 or 40 minutes. He came back in after 30 or 40 minutes. He seemed fine, and then I said, Randall, after that, it just kept getting worse and worse. I said, he wrote me and said, Fears, I'm pissed that you timed me out. Then a couple weeks later, he gets into an accident. Nobody knows what the hell happened. And from that point on, it just got worse and worse. Then, then in the Discord, I want Fears' blood. I'm determined to talk to him. I will not stop trolling him until he talks to me, which put me off because I'm like, if I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you, and nobody's going to force me into doing something I don't want to do. Then he makes troll videos, and I'm like, well, he's just going down an avenue. And so I talked to Randall the other night, and Randall's like, Fears, it would be really weird if all this started over him because you timed him out. I said, well, Randall, I'm making an assumption. I said it pissed him off. I said, I don't know if all this started because of this. Jason, we're going to have Jason, we're fine. I'm not mad at you. We have a difference of opinion. I don't think that guy in New Zealand is a scientist. I think he's a fucking idiot. He's a horrible person for calling my parents and starting drama. He's not a scientist in my eyes. So, he's not. So, I wasn't trying, but I'm not going to split hairs with you. That's why I deleted your comments. So, please don't get mad at me for deleting your comments. I'm trying to make a point here. So, and again, I'm not always the best at expressing myself. That's the reason why I want to have this conversation. I get trolled for that too, Sometimes I just don't have the words. Some people are good at expressing themselves. Some people are not. Sometimes I'm good at expressing myself. Sometimes I'm not. So I really have been trying to better myself, though. I really have, despite what they say. Like I saw a crackpot say, Fears will never lose weight. That's just simply untrue. Am I still fat? Yes. But have I lost weight? Yes, I have lost weight. That's not a lie. I have lost weight. I just haven't lost all the weight. Then they made fun of me. Fears will never get married. He'll never have children. Fears will never have a family. He'll never buy a house. Why would I buy a house right now? It's just me. I don't need all that room. I don't. And when it comes to getting married and having children, nothing would make me happier than to get married and to have children and to have a family. I envy Jason. Jason's got the whole package. He's got a lovely wife. He has a new baby. He's got a house. I couldn't be happier for Jason. I envy my friend Jason. I respect Jason. Jason respects me. I have so much respect for you, and I'm glad things are going good, buddy. And I'm sure one of these days you and Amy are going to have baby number 2. So good luck with all that. Because I'm a Christian, I just have to trust in God's... Now, not everybody in the community is religious, but I think a lot of people in the community are religious, and I think people will understand what I say after I say it. I have to trust in God's plan. Maybe I've been meeting the wrong girls. Maybe God's got another plan for me. Maybe I will find her. And it's not for lack of trying. I have been, I went on that date. I'm glad that date did not work out. She was a bitch. I hate to say that about a woman. Her attitude was the most shittiest. Like, I would have rather went on 20 million dates than to ever go out with Claire ever again. She had the worst attitude alive. So it's not for a lack of trying. So I'm like, okay, that date didn't work out. Other dates haven't worked out. Do I wish me and my ex would have worked out? Yes and no. Yes and no. We had a bunch of problems, but half of me says yes, I wish it would have worked out. Other half, me. So, and again, I wish that most of those people in that Discord, Jason, would understand where I'm coming from, what I go through. All they see is this. And I'm not lying when I said this. I'm not lying. I'm sorry. I'm not lying when I say what I'm about to say. Now, some people are not going to believe me, but it's the honest to God truth. About 20 minutes before I started this stream, I started crying. Not because of the troll hate. I was crying because of something else. I wish they would see what I really go in real life. Like, I started just... And I hope they don't make fun of my dad. Anytime I think of my dad, if I think about it too much, I start crying. Because I miss him a lot. And I don't want to start crying now because I'll never hear the end of it. If I cried on camera, which I have before, I don't like to, it just happens, then I never hear the end of it. I just wish that they would understand where I'm coming from. It's hard. It's hard to be a content creator. But you know what? You know what I've learned? I've learned that it can always be worse. Like, things that have happened to me is peanuts compared to, like, what happened to Casey Neistat. Now, he's really good at ignoring it. Jason, I would say, you're very good at ignoring it. I mean, you're the master of ignoring hate. I wish I could ignore it just as good. But think about it. Casey Neistat has, like, what, 12.5 million? I'm sure he's gotten a lot of hate. And then another good example is, I don't remember what vlog, but some vlog said, like, Roman Atwood and his wife sat down and said, I can't believe this happened. I don't know how they did it. They hacked into Roman's cameras in his house, and they hacked into his garage door opener. And while they were sleeping, Roman in a vlog said they kept having the garage door go up and down all fucking night. And I was like, that's scary. That is fucking nuts. So I hope people understand where I'm coming from. That's not true, Jason. That's not true at all. We have difference of opinion. I don't mind interacting. I'm interacting with you right now. Just, you're never going to get me to believe that that guy in New Zealand is a scientist. He's not a scientist. He's a horrible person. I don't mind. You can, if I don't agree with something, I'm going to erase it. I'm entitled to, you have your opinions, I have my opinions. I'm not mad at you, buddy. We're still all right. We're still cool. Just, if I don't agree with it, I don't agree with it. You've got your definition of a scientist. I've got my definition. He's not a scientist in my eyes. But I still have respect for you, buddy. We're still friends. It's all good. So, yeah. So I just wanted to explain. So I made those videos last night for a couple reasons. One, I thought, well, Larry's trying to hurt my feelings, so I'll just turn a negative into a positive and say, well, and I'll be honest, Fears sometimes has taken responsibility for my actions and accountability for my actions, but not all. That's a fair thing to say. Sometimes I have, sometimes I haven't. So I said, well, Larry's trying to hurt my feelings and cause more drama. So I said, I'll just turn a negative into a positive and just make a video about it, accept what I did. In the video say I shouldn't have yelled at that fast food employee. I don't understand why he's bringing it up. I've told that story in a live a long time ago. I guess he saved it. It happened when I was like 16 or 17. I'm 40 now, so I shouldn't have to explain myself. But I was like, well, he's going to tell a story and make me out to be an evil guy. I was like, all right, I'll tell the exact story because I know exactly what happened because I'm the one that did it. And at least I turned a negative into a positive and said, okay, here's what happened. I take responsibility for it. I take accountability for it. I regret things in my past. And I apologized. After a couple of days after it happened, I went back, even though I wasn't supposed to because the lady said, don't ever come back. But I was like, I need to go back and apologize. And it took some doing. Like, she almost didn't let me come in and said, I need to come in and apologize. I feel horrible for doing this. She finally let me in. And I said, I want to apologize to you, the manager. But I said, I want to apologize to your entire staff. And I said, is that girl here? And she wasn't. Larry said she was a young girl. She wasn't a young girl. I was like 16, 17 at the time. She was older than me. She was like 17 or 18. So she wasn't like a young 15, 16-year-old working there. So he was trying to split hairs. But she said, well, I can go ask her, sir, but if she doesn't want to come out, I'm not going to force her. I said, yeah. I said, I'm not forcing anything. I said, either she'll come out and I'll apologize. And I said, if she doesn't, I'll just say sorry to you, ma'am, since you're the manager and the whole staff, and then I'll walk out and I'll never come back. She goes, I can try. She came back a few minutes and said, yeah, she agreed. She'll be out in a couple minutes. And I said, great. And I didn't make a big spectacle. I just came out and said, I'm sure you remember me. And she goes, oh, yeah, I remember you. And I said, listen, I crossed the line. I said, I should have had more patience. I said, I got very frustrated after repeating my order 8 times. I said, I owe you an apology. I said, I had no idea that you went into the back that day and started crying. And I said, and she goes, how did you find out about that? I said, well, your manager told me that I made you cry. And I said, I said, I just wanted to say that I'm really sorry. I don't know if that's exactly what I said, but it was, because it happened a long time ago. That's around about how the story went. She accepted my apology, and she said, I'm sorry that it took that many times to take an order. She goes, I don't know if you knew, but she goes, it was my first week on the job. I said, nobody told me that. I said, I said, it's not your fault. I said, I wish the manager or another employee would have said, hey, can you take it easy on this girl? Like, it's her first week. Because everyone's first week on the job, you have to learn. Doesn't matter what job it is, you know. Usually the first week is the roughest week because you're working at a new job. You're trying to, learn all the things that you're supposed to learn to make the job go smooth. And I said, I looked at the girl and said, I wish somebody would have told me that. I said, if I would have known it was your first week on the job, there wouldn't have been a problem. I said, I thought that you had been here a while. And I said, why do I have to keep repeating myself? It's getting frustrating and annoying. But you know what? Fears learns from his lessons. I have never, since that day, I have never freaked out on a fast food employee ever. I have a lot more patience now with fast food employees. And I've worked at fast food jobs. I've been on the cash register, and I've been in the drive-thru, and I've messed up on a few orders. So after going through all that, I'm like, oh, it's not as easy as I thought, Fears. So you live, you learn, and you move on. So do you know why I go in there sometimes, Geodudes? It's to stay ahead of the game. I'm curious. Well, I'll give you... actually, I misspoke. I'll say this. 95% of me doesn't care what they say. 5% of me, if I'm being honest, I actually care about what they think. I should care 0% what they think of me, you know? But to stay ahead of the game, I've learned you have to stay ahead of those guys. But I really am. If you watch my video, at the end of the video, I even say what I'm trying to work on. I said I'm trying to work on my patience. I'm trying to work on my temper. I'm trying to find a better job. I like my job, but it's just boring. Grab a box, scan it, put it on the shelf. Or if I'm not doing that, sometimes I train the newbies. Anytime I get to train the newbies, it's like a breath of fresh air because I'm like, oh, cool, it's something new. I haven't had to train any newbies in a while. So, but I know I was put on this earth for something more than just scanning boxes. It's good money. So, and it is a good company. I'm not saying it's a bad company. FedEx is a fantastic company. I just would like to do, like, I would love if they gave me a promotion. I got to work, like, you know, in the office, doing something different, or maybe working on one of the bigger machines, something, you know. So, it just gets frustrating. They don't make my life any easier. And it affects everything. It affects my day. It affects the way I make my content. You guys have totally seen. When I'm at my prime and nothing's going on and there's less drama, I pump out the awesome content. But when it's constantly, fuck you, Fears, we hate your content, you're a liar, you're a thief, you're this, you're that, it gets old. Then they accuse me of being a thief. I don't think making a parody is stealing. Me and Randall also had another big conversation. He goes, Fears, he goes, you're my best friend, you're my buddy, you're my pal. He goes, I love you. He goes, I agree with you 50%. He goes, and I also agree with them. And I said, Randall, tell me why. He goes, Fears, he goes, you only made a couple of cuts. He goes, you made a story around that guy's content. He goes, now, Fears, he goes, I don't mind that you take other people's content. He goes, Fears, I thought the sex table thing that you made, you know, from Hardcore Pawns, he goes, yeah, I thought that was fucking funny. He goes, but anytime you make a parody, he goes, my suggestion would be make a lot more cuts in it, the way you edit it, make it super, super different than the original content. I said, yeah, but Randall, I said, the reason why I made a parody of that guy, I said, I watched it, I found it randomly, I just wrote in Resident Evil 4 parody. I said I hadn't made a parody in a while. And I said I like re-editing things. I like making parodies. I like making people laugh. I said I didn't steal that guy's content. I thought it was funny. I said, if anything, I'm honoring that guy's content. He goes, yeah, but Fears, you know where I'm coming from, right? He goes, they thought that you stole it. And I said, yeah, I understand where they're coming from, and I understand. But I said, Randall, I said, you understand where I'm coming. He goes, yeah, Fears, I understand where you're coming from, too. He goes, it's all matter of opinion, because Pixel came in one day, and I'm not lying, if you guys go back in the chat, I don't remember exactly what Pixel said, but he said something to the effect of, when you make a parody video, you're walking a thin line. I think that's what he said, or something to that effect. And I'm not lying. I don't remember exactly what he said, but if you go back, he said something like that. And it is a fine line. So people are going to like it. People are always... But I also told Randy, I said, even if I made 17, 18, 19, 100 cuts, I said, some people are just going to hate. He goes, oh yeah, Fears. He goes, I absolutely. He goes, they've already decided some people like you on the internet, Fears, and some people don't. And he goes, but Fears, you've already decided too. I said, I have. I said, some people I like on the internet, and some people I don't. And I even said it to Randall. I said, Randall, I said, let's be honest. I said, do you think me and Crackpot will ever get along? He said, no. I said, yeah, he's already made his decision. I said, no matter how many videos, no matter how many parodies, no matter how many edits I make, it'll never be good enough for that guy. I said, he's already made his mind up. You know, he thinks I'm an idiot. He thinks I'm a loser. Well, I think he's an idiot. I think he's a loser. Same thing with Quentin. Quentin has never said... Oh, no! He did say one thing, which I was very surprised. he called me a pillar of the community. And I was like, wow, an actual nice thing from Quentin. I said, I never thought I would see it in a million years. You know, I think that's the only kind of nice thing. But I asked Geodudes, I asked Randall the same thing. I said, do you honestly think me and Quentin will ever get along? And he said, no, Fears, I don't. And I said, well, there you go. I said, I agree. So it shouldn't matter what content I make, and it shouldn't matter what they think, Geodudes. It just gets old after a while. It gets so old. Especially if someone's trying to instigate it, like Larry. He's taking one little minor thing and blowing it up bigger than it needs to be. I never made a parody. Not parody. I never made a troll video about Larry. I have nothing, even to this day, I still have nothing against Larry. If he would like to have a private conversation and end this feud, I would love it. I don't think he wants to do that, and I'm not going to waste my energy. I've tried. I gave him multiple chances. I said, well, I don't want to keep getting harassed. So the immature thing would be to call Larry an idiot and an asshole, and I'm just not going to do that anymore, you know? So I said, all right, well, I'm going to walk away, you know? So yeah. And absolutely, Geodudes, I understand exactly where you're coming from. You know? There's also another reasons. If someone steals my content, like I had no idea that Larry stole my content, so I have to stay ahead of the game. Because I refuse to have his stupid troll stuff up on his channel. And that's weird. He's taking it to an obsessive level. So I flagged his videos. I did the same thing with Quentin. You know, but Quentin's threats are worthless. He's like, Fears, if you don't retract it. Well, if he wouldn't have made the video in the first place, I wouldn't have had to, you know, strike the video. You know? But again, at least I'm taking accountability for my actions. They will never take accountability for their actions. They'll never take responsibility for their actions. They'll continue to say the most horrible, evil things, you know, and that's just how it is. So, but I appreciate all my loving and loyal fans, and I haven't got mad tonight, just like I haven't got mad the other night. I'm having an adult conversation. I'm just saying what is and probably what will always be. You'll never get along with everybody. I wish we all could get along. Nothing would make me happier. Absolutely. You know, I've made a lot of enemies on YouTube. You know, I'll be honest. Like, sometimes I have started it, but let's be honest. They've started it much more times than I have. But that's just childish. It doesn't matter if they started it or if I started it. What matters is getting along with as many people as you possibly can, whether it's you're online or offline, you know, because every time, and people have told me, Jason's told me it, Randall's told me it, and it's finally sinking in. The way you project yourself, people are going to judge you no matter what. So if someone, like what if someone came to my channel, right? Never heard about Fears, never heard about any of my videos. They come on and they instantly see me go, fuck you, you're an asshole. I fucking hate you. I wish death upon you. Da 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 da. Someone's watching that. They're like, wow, this guy's an asshole. Well, I was gonna watch his channel, not anymore. So yeah, I've made a lot of bad choices. Unfortunately, I'm trying to be better though. I'm trying to get past, like you said, Jason, you can't fix the past, but you can move forward, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to heal some wounds, keep some wounds away, because some people, no matter what I say, no matter what I do, they're going to constantly keep coming after me. So I'm trying to be more mature, you know. I'm not trying to call people names anymore. I'm not trying to cause any drama. I'm not trying to cause any more fights. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to cause any chaos anymore. Like, I'll be honest, back in the day, I was determined to win, which is very childish because you can't win with trolls. You can't. But I was determined to win. I'm like, you guys have heard me say it a million times. No matter what you do, I'm the takedown master. I'm the block master. All that stuff I said was immature. I shouldn't care that I'm the block master. I shouldn't care. I'm the video takedown master. All of that shit that I said was immature. And they hold it against me, though. That's another thing that needs to stop. The reason why they call me a thief, I didn't steal anything from Walmart. They won't believe me, though. It was a big misunderstanding. I've told you the story about what happened. I've told Randall. Randall believed me. When it happened, I told my parents. And of course, they believe me because they're my parents. But I told even outside friends because a bunch of people found out. And I swear to God, this happened. I really wish that they would believe me. They're not going to. I was in a rush. I wanted to buy some groceries from work. I had the groceries filled up to the brim. It was I kept scanning a bunch of stuff, rescanning, and there was a whole bunch of shit on the bottom that I forgot to scan, and it just slipped my mind. I thought I had already scanned them. So what happens? The video camera caught me, putting stuff that I hadn't scanned into a bag, and it made it even worse that one of those items was a movie. But most of it was food items. So, and then I made it even worse. I should have never said anything online about it. That was my mistake. If I never would have said it, they're hackers, so they find, and they're like, oh, it's public record, and da-da-da, and all that crap that they say. If I wouldn't have said anything, maybe they wouldn't have exploded it and made it a bigger thing. But I'll admit, I was an idiot to say, hey guys, something happened. I was trying to be open and honest. I said, hey, something happened, and I had to get a lawyer, and I had to fix something. Well, as soon as you say that, I know exactly what happened. They're like, oh, well, we're curious now. And they found out what happened. And then they blew it up to beyond proportions. So, I've learned some things you need to keep to yourself, fears. Some things it's okay to talk about. But that is honestly what happened. I was just in a rush, and I thought I had scanned everything. Apparently, I didn't. And then I thought, oh, yeah, I've scanned these. I picked it all up, put it in a bag, got to the front, and the guy's like, you're not going anywhere. I had no idea what he was talking about. I was like, oh, I said, here's my receipt. And he goes, well, all your items are not on the receipt. And I said, I'm sorry. And I think the Walmart blew it out of proportion because apparently they wanted to make me an example. And they said, we're so sick and tired of people stealing from our store. And I said, I have no problem. I said, I'm in a rush. I said, I want to buy groceries before I go off to work because this is when I was still doing security. And I said, I don't have a problem. I said, let's go and rescan it. I said, I have no problem. I said, let's go back. Let's re-scan it. And I have no problem. But they said, no, it's too late. They said, we're going to make an example out of you. They said, we finally caught somebody in the act. And I said, I honestly did not mean to steal this. I said, I'm being honest with you guys. I said, I'll pay for it right now. I said, I have plenty of money in the bank. I said, I have no reason to steal, And they said, no. They said, we're done talking. And they got the police involved. And it's unfortunate. And I called my mom. I called my dad. And my dad said, be honest with me. Did you really try to steal that stuff? I said, no, Dad. I said, I was in a rush. I said, there was a lot going on. I said, I thought I had already scanned it. And I didn't. And my dad said, did you offer to pay for the whole thing? I said, yeah. And they wouldn't let me do that. And he goes, why? I said, because I guess people have stole stuff before. And they're like, oh, well, we're going to make an example out of this motherfucker. And my dad's like, well, what are you going to do? And I said, I got to get a lawyer. I got to get it off my record and da-da-da-da-da. So I think I've paid for it, but they keep bringing it up. Another thing, the accident that happened, it was not my fault. I had a green light. But they'll never believe me. They'll never believe me. It's a four-way. A guy, I swear on my life, a guy tried to nip across. He hit me. I spun around and hit a family. They accused me of killing a family. No one died. If anything, I got the worst of it. They got a few people, like the family got injured, and the guy that the guy that hit me, he got a few bumps and bruises. I was in the hospital for 14 days, and I almost died. So if anything, I got the worst of it. But they won't believe me because of that, you know? And they call me a horrible driver. I've only been in a couple of wrecks, not many. Not many. If anything, I've been in more wrecks caused by other people, not me. So, but the reason why I want to never talk about this is it gets old after a while. But I am making strengths and steps. Well, strengths is the wrong word. I'm taking steps, finally taking responsibility for myself, finally taking accountability, listening to my friends and my family, and like Jason said, we have to forget about the past and move forward. And I'm doing my best job to do that. Again, they don't believe me that I'm trying to lose weight. I haven't had fast food in a while. If you look at my fridge, there's plenty of water, health. There's tons of fruit and veg. Actually, I'm trying to eat all my fruits and vegetables before I go on vacation because I don't want to go on vacation and then have all those fruits and vegetables rot, in my fridge. So some I may have to throw out before I go. But I've been working out 3 days a week. I'm trying to get myself back up to 5 days a week. But I haven't got there yet, but slow steps. But it's just very hurtful. But again, I'm to blame too. I've said horrible things to them. They've said horrible things to me. So we're both at fault. But at least they'll never take accountability and responsibility for their actions. But at least I am. And I'm not lying anymore, despite what they say. And I so regret lying in the past. Again, that's part of the maturity. I thought back in the day, they'll never find out. I'll just make myself look cool, and I'll lie about this, and I'll lie about that. And they found out, and then lying just makes you look like a fucking idiot. So I try to be open and honest with you guys 100% now. Let's see here. Let me read. I think life, like my work, I'm not here to make friends. People come and go. I live on with my life no matter whether they're a friend or foe. Maybe you should think the same. Absolutely, Jason. Like I like that I have some friends online, but I mean, I know that like Eric will always have my back. Eric's a good friend. Randall will always have my friend. I'm glad that we're friends again, Jason. I'll be honest. I'm surprised we're still friends. I thought our friendship was ruined because we had 10 years of friendship, and then for a couple years we were bickering back and forth, and then a couple years you said, "Hey, fuck fears," and we didn't talk for quite a while. And then after me persuading you, I'm honored that you gave me another chance, and I'm not squandering that chance. Or I guess that's the right word. If it isn't, I apologize. I'm just trying not to fuck up our friendship a second time, So I appreciate and honor that you gave me a second chance because I'll be honest, it did hurt whenever you left, and I was like, damn, we were friends for 10 years. I said, ugh, that's going to suck. But I'm glad that we're friends now. So, yeah. And, another part, we're all made different, Jason. You're better at not bringing things up. You're better at forgiving people. Because they've hurt me so much, Fears has a hard time letting things go. It's just a proven fact. I'm not lying. When someone fucks me over, it really hurts. You know, especially if I've said, hey, I'm your friend, or I put trust in that person. So it hurts a lot when someone betrays you, like Larry did, because I feel like he betrayed me. But whatever. Because I've met Larry in real life, and we had a great time. We played pool, we were bullshitting, he was on the stream, we were having a good time, you know? So it's unfortunate, it really is. So we all have our, I don't know what the word is, we all have our miscomings. No, that's the wrong word. We all have our quirks, I guess, is the right? I guess quirks would be a better way. We all have things we have to deal with, you know? I just wish they would understand what I'm going through and cut me some slack. I doubt they'll cut me some slack, but I need to work on my temper, my patience, and again, I think I'm doing better because I haven't. The old fears by now would have shut off the camera, gotten mad, said, hey, fuck you. So I have grown. Randall said I've grown leaps and bounds. But I still need to work on my temper, my patience, forgiving people, not holding grudges, letting things go. So these are all things that I have to work on, and I'm constantly working on them, you know. So yeah. Let's see. This includes bringing up things, yeah, from stuff a long-ass time ago. Well, I think I did that. Larry tried to make a hate video, and I said, well, the old fears would be like, all right, well, I'm just going to, like, badmouth him. So I said, I'll just turn a negative into a positive, and said, fears, own that video, accept your accountability, accept your responsibility, and just say, yes, I did do that. Do I regret yelling at that girl, that fast food employee? Yes, I do. I apologize, she accepted my apology, and life goes on. And I made a video about it, you know, and there it is. That includes an immature name calling. Absolutely, Jason. But that should apply to them on both. They shouldn't call me names. You know, if they wouldn't call me names, I wouldn't call them names. But again, they're not going to stop calling me names. So I know what you're saying. I shouldn't call them names. We're both to blame. I've called them every single immature name in the book. So yeah, I understand. Well, see, that Geodudes, I cannot forgive that person. That was the ultimate disrespect. I could forgive a lot of people. I cannot forgive that person. It doesn't matter if that happened 10 years ago. It doesn't matter if it happened 20 years ago. The reason why I hold that against that guy is because Jason, he caused so much shit. My dad was so pissed off. I've never seen my dad that mad ever in my life. My dad was so pissed that he had like chest pains like the next day. I'm not even kidding. That guy in New Zealand caused so much shit. It went on. Everyone was pissed off. Everyone was pissed off for like a month. It was so horrible. And my dad's like, I would never talk to that guy ever again, John. And I said, I'm not. He goes, block him. He goes, that guy caused so much shit. And I said, yeah. And he goes, that guy's not a good person. I said, I agree. So I can't forgive that guy. I'll probably hold that grudge for the rest of my life. That guy is not a good human being. Walter says, I think it's a bad look to new subs that come to your live and hear you talk about the trolls. Absolutely, Walter. Absolutely. Again, I try not to talk about them every stream. When someone, a couple of times people bring it up, or if someone asks a question, I respond. But the reason why I wanted to talk more about this is because I feel like I'm making great effort in not only changing myself, but the way I deal. Ever since I found those helpful tips online, I have been using those helpful tips. Like, by now, there would have been a like a troll comment, but there hasn't been one for quite a while. There was at the start of this stream. I didn't react to it. I just timed them out, or I just blocked it or removed it, and I went on with the show. But I think because I'm having an adult conversation and I'm being serious and I'm not losing my temper and I'm talking clearly, and I think people can see that I'm making a great effort to change. And if the other people don't see it, then that's their problem. But I know in my heart that I am trying my best to change. I really am. So whether people want to believe me or not, but I excuse me. So yeah. I agree, Jason. I shouldn't have. You know where the temper comes from? I don't like to say anything bad about my dad. The temper comes from a couple of places. My dad had a temper, and my dad usually was a calm, cool, collective person. My dad was like a straight, narrow person. But he was silly sometimes. Like, he did crack jokes. But when my dad got mad, he had a temper. When he got mad, which was very far and few between, but it took a lot to get my dad mad. But when he would get mad, he got mad. So I inherited my dad's temper. Because and I'm not using this as an excuse, Jason, it's the truth. In my heart, I think because I got so bullied so bad, that's the reason why I got mad a lot when I was younger, because it was mad out of frustration, mad that they're doing horrible things to me, and so some of that still resonates as an adult. I'm also frustrated that I still haven't found that right job, so I haven't found that right woman, that right job. By now, I'd be like, well, what's my purpose in life? Most people by my age have figured out their purpose. I've figured it out a little bit. Like, I love making content, I love making people laugh, but it's not, I wish it was like a permanent job, like Adam the Woo that made money. I'm shocked that I even make a little money. I'm overjoyed that I make, at least one of my channel makes a little bit of money. So I was like, well, that was a nice surprise, Fears. I never thought in a million years I would get monetized on one of my channels, you know? But yeah, so it's frustrating that I haven't, so I've found some of my purpose in life. I love to make people laugh. I love making content. I love being creative. I love making creative content. And I love I love every type of art, Jason and Walter. I need to get back into painting. I haven't bought a canvas in a while. I would love to just sit down, maybe do a stream and just paint something. The last painting I did was my church had a painting class. So I painted a portrait of I think the theme was like, paint your favorite memory at a lake. So I painted a lake that I remembered from Missouri, and I painted me and either my grandpa or my dad, and we were fishing. So that was last time I painted, and that painting thing at my church was like 3 years ago. So I found some part of my purpose. I just wish I could find the other part of my life that gives me purpose for my life, you know? But it's a work in progress. So yeah. Oh, I understand, Jason. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know? So yeah. I know you did, Jason. I know you did. I know you did in high school. Or, I don't know if it was in high school, just school in general. I know you did. So did I. I fought back, though. So sometimes I won the fight. Sometimes I didn't. So I got beaten up in school, too. Absolutely. So, yeah. Well, I didn't either, Jason. Now, Jason, that's taking it a little bit too far. I'm not trying to piss you off. I never had a hit list. I know you're joking around, but I never had a hit list. Never. No. But yeah, I had people beat me up too. Walter says, any successful YouTuber doesn't acknowledge the trolls and surely doesn't talk about them nonstop. I agree. And that's a mistake that I need to work on. Absolutely. Again, but to be honest, Walter, I wish no YouTuber would have to go through what I've had to go through. You know, nobody deserves all this. You know? All right, Heroes, cool, buddy. Going live now. My brother. Wait, I'm sorry. Going live now, my brother. So have a good stream. Turtle time, dude. I thought maybe I'm wrong. I thought you already beat Turtles in Time, right? Oh no. I think you were still playing it. So hey, man, that's my favorite Ninja Turtle game, dude. Get on it, buddy. Beat it. Turtles in Time. I'm trying to remember my favorite level. There's so many good levels in Turtles in Time. I like defeating the I almost said Joey, not Joey. Jason, what's the guy? He's like half fly, half doctor, and he has that gun, and when he pushes it, like a yellow fist comes out and hits you. I loved that boss when I was a kid. I loved defeating that boss. What's his name? What's that? It's straight out of the cartoon and straight out of the comics, and it's in Turtles in Time. That was a great level that I always would love to defeat. Obviously, beating Shredder and then beating the Super Shredder, those were two good levels. And then the robotic evil turtle, robot turtle. So yeah. What's his name, though? The half fly, half scientist. At first, he was like a nerdy scientist. He's like a nerdy scientist in the cartoon, and then he makes Shredder, those little tiny like robots that like gnaw on things. And then I cannot remember that fucking guy's name. I'm trying to remember. Do you guys remember what his name was? Was it Baxter? I think. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, those are some of my levels. But Heroes, if you're still here, hey man, have a good stream. Have a good stream. Oh, I lost my place. Where am I? Yeah, but you are your own person, and so is your dad. You are in control. I know. I'm telling you, Jason, you're splitting hairs with me, if I'm being honest. I never said that temper was a genetic thing. I'm just saying it seems like I acquired my dad's temper. I'm not saying because my mom said that. She goes, sometimes when you get mad, John, you remind me of your dad. And I said, well, I'm not trying. Because my dad barely got mad. It took a lot to make my dad get upset. Because my dad was a very straight level, straight edge guy. No nonsense type of guy. Usually he was no nonsense. But every once in a while, my dad obviously would crack jokes and stuff. I'm a lot more sillier than my dad. I like to joke around and crack jokes all the times. The difference between me and my dad is my dad liked to crack jokes just sometimes. I like to crack jokes all the time. Yo, Pretend Stories, what's up? Good to see you. But anyway, I think everybody gets my point of what I was trying to say. I was trying to say, I should have summed it up in a shorter way, but you guys get where I'm coming from. I want everyone to know that I'm trying to forget my past, work on myself, and move forward. That's all that I'm trying to do. But it doesn't help anything what Larry's doing. But it seems like Larry's going to continue, so I don't care what he does. I hope he stops. If he doesn't stop, then that's unfortunate. I'm just going to continue on. But I want to let everyone know, to sum this up, that I am trying to change myself, my life, everything. I'm trying to better myself, better job, find a lady, get married, have kids, lose weight, everything. Everything across the board. And I will continue to work on my content, better my channel. That was one of the things that I put in the video that I made last night. I'm going to work on a vlog again tonight. I'm almost done with the Collector's Fest one. I've been kind of tinkering with it for the last couple of days. So hopefully that one gets up tonight before I head off to work. But if I don't get it up, I'll get it up as soon as I can. I am going on my vacation soon. I am soon. Let's see here. Okay, I got it half right. I didn't know his last name. I'll be honest, Jason, I thought his last name was Baxter. So his first name is Baxter, last name Stockman. That was probably one of my favorite levels. He would be flying, and then he would have this gun. He would shoot it, and this yellow fist would come out like this and hit you in the face. And me and my brother, or me and my friends, would always do like multiplayer, and I was always, if I wasn't Michelangelo, then I was Raph. I don't think I ever played as Mikey or Leonardo. I always played as, I don't think I ever played as Leonardo or Donatello. I always played either as Mikey or Raph. So, yeah. I loved Turtles in Time, and I still do. It's such a good game. If they ever remade that game for, like, PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, I would play the shit out of it, but it's such a good Super Nintendo game, it's, like, perfect. It doesn't need to be remade. It's so good. Well, that's good that he's nice to you, Pretend Stories, but he's got something against me now, and he's not a nice person to me. He was a nice person at one point, but yeah. Anyway, vacation where? In a few, I'm going to take a long, much-needed vacation to... yeah, right, Walter. That was funny. Yeah, I'm going to Haiti. No, I'm actually going to Missouri to visit my friends and my family. And if I get well rested, then I may not go anywhere else. If I need another vacation, I thought about maybe Hawaii or California. My friend said Jamaica's really nice, and I said I've heard of Jamaica. I said, but I looked it up, and I was like, it is very tropical. It seems really nice. I said, that'd be kind of cool. I said, that would be a fun vacation. So, yeah. So, I don't know about vacation number 2, but definitely vacation number 1. Anyway, I gotta go because I want to get something. I want to get some dinner. I want to get a shower. And I want to finish the rest of my laundry. I'm almost done, maybe 2-3 more loads, and then we're done. And then I want to try and get a little bit more editing done. And if I can, pre-pack my bag. I'm not going on my vacation tonight, but I always pre-pack my bag so I don't have. So on the day of or the night before, I'm like, I'm good. I'm already packed. I'm prepared. I don't have, I don't have anything to worry about, and all the stuff's there. So yeah, buddy. So, yeah. Anyway, Pretend Story says bye. All right, peace, buddy. Good to see you. Awesome. Have a good day. Awesome. Well, I think that'll about sum it up for today. I went a little bit too long. I was only going to make it like an hour and 30 minutes or 2 hours, but we went for 3 hours. Someone, I don't remember who, someone said that they wanted Fears to do a 24-hour stream. That would be hard. That would be really hard. I'm not making any excuses. I don't think I could do it, but someone said the other day, would you consider it, Fears? I will consider it, and I will let you guys know. I doubt it would happen, but you never know. I'll let you know. All right, well, I'm taking off, but hope you guys have a wonderful night, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Get some food, chill, watch a movie, work on some content, take a nap. You guys do you. All right. So, taking off. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26, the main channel. Fears Vlogs is channel number 2. Follow my buddy Randall, Cameo Man 2021, the main channel, and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Lots of epic content coming to Randall's channel, because Randall and me had a private conversation, and he said, oh, Fears, they have no idea. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, I got a lot of fucking videos planned. And I was like, oh, nice, buddy. I'm like, well, as your friend and as a fan of your channel, Randy, I'm excited. Tons of delicious jams and jellies coming to my main channel and my vlog channel for sure. Follow my buddy Geodudes. That's his, well, it's not his main channel anymore. It used to be your main channel, buddy. Follow Geodudes, but follow his main channel, The Shadow Collector. Awesome, awesome content, buddy. Awesome. I'm loving it. I love your intro where the DVD's kind of like it starts very low and it goes up like that. So follow the Shadow Collector. Follow Tommy NC 2010. The myth, the man, the legend. And last but certainly not least, I doubt this person will make any new content, but I always try. I do love Timmy MC's content. So, Timmy MC. Follow Timmy MC. Alright, enjoy the rest of your night. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And this is Fears signing off. Peace. Deuces. And I'll see you guys later. Whew. Gung! Gung! Chunk! Alright, now this time I'm really gonna go. Peace.